to teach people Christianity, not Islam, because that's fake. Okay, Christian? That's all. It's fake. Fake to teach people other religions. Okay? It's a good technique for missionary. Okay, I will let them up.
Well, thank you very much. So you are saying your prophet is a fake man because he is teaching Christianity, but yet he's not a Christian. Correct, guys? Isn't it your prophet? He keep attacking Christianity, but he is not a Christian. He want to teach us what Christianity is about. And you just say the one who speak about something not his religion, he is fake. Or why your prophet is putting his nose in our belief and trying to corrupt our belief. Secondly, you said something very funny, and everybody is my witness. We asked you why Allah swear by the fig. You said Allah he swear by what he like. Correct, guys? So why he like the fig? What about tomato? What about watermelon? What about zucchini? Allah swear by the fig. God, the Almighty, the one who created the universe, he put a fig in front of him and he says, he put his hand in his fig. I swear. Come on, you need to explain to us. Come with better explanation. What you said is very funny. God, he like fig and he swear by fig? Are you saying to me that out of all the fruits in the world and the vegetables, Allah he like only fig? By the way, he swear by olive too. So until now you did not give me the answer. And look, when we ask the Muslim the question, they get upset because we are the ones teaching Islam. I'm asking you, you are the Muslim, you teach us. Be my witness, people. After 5 minutes he will leave because a Muslim he have no answer. So who's going to answer people then? If we ask a Muslim and the Muslim don't want to, he will not give us an answer, and he don't want us to talk about it, so who's going to give the answer? Or what are we asking you? Why Allah swear by the fig? Give us an answer which will convince people about it. Until now it doesn't make sense. All right, the mic is yours. So again, let us repeat. Let's start from zero. You said Allah he swear by the fig because he like it. Why he like the fig? He eat it? It's his favorite food? What's wrong? Your mind.
Okay. About the fig is one of what Allah created. Really? So he is swearing with one of his what he created. So not it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. What do you mean it's okay?
Great. So the first question about what I have said. I said when I entered, I supposed that this is a Muslim room. Your answer is the same thing. Your prophet he is still fighting or something in Christianity. Okay, let me say so. No, he wasn't fighting Christianity. He was fighting the fabricated Christianity. He still do so in Quran and in Sunnah and so on. He still do that. So it's different. It's different. Our prophets are in the Quran. Our prophet didn't say, "Come to me." What's Christianity and what is Islam in a fake title? No, he said Inna Deen Indallah Islam. Clear. The religion for Allah is Islam, the very true religion. So he wasn't, I can say, hypocrite or so on, thing like that. No, he said it's clear. The religion for God, the really accepted religion for God is Islam. And Islam is the religion for all prophets. Jesus, Isa, and Musa, and all other prophets. And Muhammad is the last prophet. So that's all. Let me hear from you.
All right, all right. Thank you very much. Until now, you were not able to give us why Allah He swear by the fig. You are saying to me, Allah He created by Allah swear by something He created. He created everything supposedly. So why the fig? Don't you think it's very silly to swear by the fig? You Muslims swear by Allah, but Allah swear by the fig. You see, someone he swear by something greater than him. This is how it is. And you said that to yourself. You said you swear by something greater than you. According to this, the fig is a greater than Allah. But I have an explanation why Allah swear by the fig. Allah is a God in the desert. And this is why you see his book describing delicious things. It's not in the desert. So the fig, the grape, the shade, the greens grass, you will have a couches which the Arab don't have. So all the promises of Allah simply is a promises of either a hungry man from the desert for food or for money or furniture. Like, what a big deal that God wanna give me a couch in the heaven, and this couch is made from a fabric is made in Persia. You see the fantasy, guys? Allah will give you a couch. You believe it? If you go to the street where I live in, every week we have somebody dumping a couch in the garbage, and it's really good. You can take it and ship it to Allah. So what kind of God he swear by a fig and by an olive, and doesn't make sense. So we are asking you, you have no answer. All right, now you are saying your prophet is not being fake. He is saying what the Christianity is fake. Well, so if we say Muhammad is fake, we have no right. Muhammad, he have the right to say so. Someone he came 600 years after Jesus. Look, let me show you the hypocrisy of Muslims. The Muslim, they say to you, the Bible is not accepted because written 60 years after Jesus, as they say. Someone came 600 years after Jesus. They accept him, but they don't accept the book written 60 years after Jesus. You see the hypocrisy? Who is the one who's fake? Now, you know what? You said, oh, the religion of Allah is Islam. So Allah, if this is the case, it means the one who made the Quran is an idiot. I'm not insulting, because how he called them Christians and how he called them Jews if their religion only is Islam? How the Quran says that the Nasara and the Jews and the Sabians, they will go to heaven if the religion only Islam. You are naming 3 other religions, but you are saying the religion is Islam. The Quran says those who they are Christians and those who they are Sabians and those who they are Jews, they have no worry and they will go to heaven. They will go to heaven. Those are the 3 religions according to Islam. And you just said the religion for Allah is only Islam. So how he named 3 religions and he said those are going to go to heaven if the religion only he accepts is Islam? We go back to 0. Before you take the mic, please, I want you to take an oath that you swear by the fig, you say the truth and only the truth. If you will not do that, you tell me why you will not swear by the fig if Allah, he did swear by a fig. Is that fair, guys? Shouldn't he swear by the fig? You take the mic, you say, I swear by the fig, I'm going to say the truth and only the truth. If you say I'm not going to do it, you tell me then, if this is for you silly to do, don't you think it's silly for Allah to do? Am I? Are you greater than Allah?
Okay. Uh, again, I got people who like to know. Really not you, Christian, because I know what you like. Okay, but for the other people, first of all, you say something really, very false. If not, you say you're greater than Allah. No, I'm not. That I didn't create fake. Allah did. So uh, tell me, by what? By what Allah will swear? If He didn't swear with His one of His what He created. Tell me what the things what He created. Tell me with what will He swear?
What?
Okay. I'm sorry about things.
Guys, do you understand what he's saying? Allah, He swear by the fig because He created the fig. This is a reason not to swear by it. For it's nothing for you. You made it exist, you can make it demolished. As we said, we swear by something greater than us. Like if Allah swearing by Allah, I will let it go. But Allah swearing by a fig, exactly what? Why Allah swear by the fig? Is the fig is greater than Him? Like, do you know how big God is? Aren't you Muslim? They say Allahu Akbar, bigger. You are comparing your God to the fig. And after all the compare, Allah is bigger, but yet He swear by the smaller. What kind of God He swear by the fig? Imagine we take Allah to court, and in front of everybody, He have something to swear in. Obama, he swear by the Quran. Christian Prince, he swear by the Bible, and Allah swear by the fig. Allah, don't you want to swear by the Quran? No, I swear by fig. Which one is the greater, the Quran or the fig? No, the fig. I like the fig. I don't like Quran. God, He swear by the fig. Guys, anyone of you here is convinced? What about Allah swear by the location of the stars? What does that mean? Alam, what does that mean? Allah swear by location of the star? What does that mean? Location of the star? What does that mean? What is the star for God? And what the location mean? And Allah, He swear by the star Himself. وَالنَّجْمُ إِذَا هَوَى. Allah swear by the star? Which star? And why? The star is not even little dust compared to God. It's not even a dust. So look how things change from a fig to olive to a star. I'm glad that Allah did not make a verse about every vegetable in the earth swearing by it. And imagine Allah, He swear by zucchini, tomato, I don't know, something very wrong here. So I'm assuming that you have no answer, right? And if your God Himself, He swear by fig, why Muslims don't swear by fig? Are you bigger than Allah? Are you saying that the fig is more important to Allah and it's not important for you? Correct, guys? People, they should swear by what it's holy for them, the holiest, the holier, if I can say in English, the highest. So the Muslim, they go higher, higher, higher in the swear, so they swear by Allah. And then Allah Himself, He goes smaller, 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 and He swear by fig. So Alam, we need explanation, please. Put your hand up and let us hear General Fast, and we go back to you. Go ahead, General. This guy has hand up for nothing.
Is it my mic or is it Alam's mic?
Yours. Go.
It's mine? Okay, I guess Alam's not answering. So, Christian Prince, excellent question. I love it. I'm looking at the surah, and it's not just the fig. It says, I swear by the fig and the olive and by Mount Sinai and by the secure country Mecca. So Allah has committed shirk big time. Okay, I'm getting off the mic.
See, Alam, see what this gentleman, he said, your God Allah is committing shirk. He's swearing by maybe gods, maybe the God of Allah is the fig. Maybe Allah, he worshipped the fig. Maybe this is a figure religion. You know what I'm saying, guys? Maybe the God of Allah is a fig. Maybe where Allah live, people there, they worship fig. Like the Muslim, they put a moon in the top of the mosque, all right? In the place where Allah live, they have a fig symbolic there. And they have a fig in the front of the house, I mean the mosque, and they pray to the fig. Shouldn't you as Muslim to like use your brain and ask yourself why Allah is swearing by the fig? Obviously, this is an oath of someone. He is hungry. He missed eating fig. Correct, guys? A Bedouin guy. He been once in those countries who have figs like Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, etc. He ate figs once and he's, oh my Allah, I miss fig, man. I swear by the olive which we don't have and the fig, I swear, you know. What kind of God he swear by the fig? And imagine if somebody started swearing by what is greater for him. I mean, what if somebody is a perverted minded person and he like breast of women, he starts swearing by boobs? Is that what swear is about? What if somebody is perverted minded people and he's, you know, like he starts swearing by Barbies, by kids? What if somebody is crazy about chicken? People will start swearing by chicken. Here we go. Someone here, he committed another shirk. He is swearing by KFC. Let me translate to you what KFC in English mean. KFC, it's mean Kif Halak. Suppose this is a translation. This is what you see in the Muslim translation for the Quran, by the way. Like Muhsin Khan translation, he said to you, وَالتِّينُ وَالزَّيْتُونَ Allah swear. What is teen? What's zaytun? Nobody knows. And suppose this is a translation. Are you there, Alam? Are you? Wolfie is the same as he's a prophet. He want to recite what he have no idea. The angel, he told him. So Alam, take the mic. Forget about those names. Their hand is up. I will give you the mic first. I'm looking for an answer, seriously. And you know what? Forget about all the questions we gave you. Look like you have no answer for them. All right. I want you to take the mic and prove to us that Allah is a true God and Islam is coming from the true God. Do you think, guys, this is fair? We don't want to pick up our cherries and say, okay, why Allah he did that? Why? Just to choose the best you can. Prove to those people here, most of those people, they are Christians, all right? And I want you to show them the truth. Show them like they are blind, all right? Most of those people don't swear by fig until now. So maybe by your teaching, they start seeing and appreciating the fig and worshiping fig, and they will transform from like McDonald to Figgy, you know, stages in their life. So take the mic. I'm not making fun of you, by the way, but obviously what Islam is teaching is really funny. Show me one reason for me to believe that Allah is God and the Quran is from Allah and Muhammad is a prophet. Your mic. Choose anything you want, any topic, anything you want to prove to us. Go ahead, Alam, your mic. And guys, please don't make fun of the fig. I know a guy, he make fun of the fig. Second day, he woke up, he found himself look like one. True story. Can be found in Sahih Bukhari, brother. Your mic, Alam. Go ahead.
Okay, I really heard a lot. But your question is, let me know that Islam is the right religion. Okay, I will say the truth that anyway, I will make some comparison between Islam and Christianity. Okay.
Oh, okay.
First of all, the Quran.
Yeah.
The Quran is revealed
Is
with
what?
the Arabic.
What?
From maybe 14 or more centuries. Okay.
Okay.
And still today in the same language, still in Arabic. We recite it every day.
Unbelievable.
In every prayer. So it didn't change. Okay.
Oh.
But on the other hand, Christianity, that it wasn't revealed with Latin, with maybe Hebrew or English. No, it wasn't revealed with that language, but it was translated. Okay, it was translated till it became now the Bible. Okay.
Wow, that's deep.
And after what it was written, maybe 200. No, it's more. It's more. I think 400. 400 years it was written, but some Jesus followers. Okay, but the Quran are still in the same language. We recite it every day. I ask you, do you recite the Bible in the same language every day? The answer is not. You learn.
You see the intelligence?
What about the Bible? Did it change? Every Christian know that. It's changed. For Bibles have differences. The basic idea of Christianity is from one of them, the Bible of Matthew.
That's
the
deep.
Trinity.
That's
is
deep.
from the Bible. I would like to say there were a lot of Bible, but it wasn't, or it was maybe forbidden. Yes, forbidden by Constantine. This king, this one.
Deep.
Anyway,
that's deep.
That is about the book. What is about the prophet?
Yeah.
The prophet Muhammad. People, just wait. You asking too much. I can't follow. Okay. uh, about the Prophet. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi was an Arabic man who lived and taught his followers, and his followers really saved what he said. I tell you something.
Really?
The grammar in Arabic was invented to save the Quran. Really, the grammar were speaking. It's for them like drinking water. It's very easy to speak with standard and write Arabic. But after the Quran, some people have it changed. I don't say letters, but tashkil. Some tashkil from Quran. Some tashkil means like what in English? Maybe position. I don't know. It's something in Arabic. Anyway, after that accident, the Arabic people invented the grammar, the nahr, okay, to save the Quran. Okay, so that is about Prophet and Arabic and maybe Hadith. Hadith, what Prophet ﷺ said or did and or accepted his soul and say it's okay. The followers of, or yes, maybe the followers, the second generation or the generation after the Prophet ﷺ saved the Hadith and collected it and did everything to save it and say what's truth, what he had already said, what he had, what he didn't say, but some people made it. So they saved the Sunnah also. On the other hand, about Christianity, I don't think there is something like that. No, there is. The Bible changed maybe every generation. It changed every generation. It made some editing, maybe editing.
Wow.
Things like that. And what else? Maybe the dogma of religion, I can say Christianity is based on Trinity, three, or something hard to understand, but a Trinity. Did Jesus say that Trinity is the basic of Christianity? I don't think so. I think that Jesus was prophet, and he said, "I'm a prophet. Allah sent me, or God sent me," and he didn't call people to believe in him as a God. No. He told his followers to believe in him as messenger. Of course, it was. So I don't like to say a lot, but I think it's enough. Thanks.
Oh, that's not a lot yet. That's enough only. Now that's not a lot, that's enough. You said nothing yet. You know, I gave you all this 10 minutes, whatever it is, and you said nothing. Seriously. Let me tell you what you say. You Christians, you change the Bible. Hold on. I thought this is the Bible of Allah. Are you talking about the Bible Allah He sent? In chapter 3, verse number 3, it says Allah is the one who sent the Torah and the Injil. In chapter 3, verse 48, it says Allah is the one who sent the Torah and the Injil. In chapter 3, verse number 65, the Quran says Allah He sent the Torah and the Injil. And you know, it's all over. So you are saying to me, and listen carefully guys what this guy is saying, Allah He sent Injil and Torah, but he cannot protect his book. So he's trying to confirm to us that the book of Allah is changed. Well, this is additional proof that Allah cannot be God. Allah is busy swearing by fig when somebody playing with his book. What do you mean which Torah? The Quran says Torah, there's one Torah. The Torah which Allah sent, the original, you are saying this book is gone. The Injil, you are saying this book is gone. So Allah was swearing by fig by when somebody was corrupting his books. And what Allah do? He swear by more fig. Can I speak to Allah, please? Who is this? Christian friends. What do you want? Allah, there is somebody, Christians here, they are changing the Bible. I am busy, I'm swearing by the fig. I'm telling you, this is very serious. They are changing, corrupting your book, the Bible, the Injil. And they are not only this, they are changing the Torah. I told you, I'm busy. I'm swearing by the fig. What's wrong with you? Allah, is swearing by the fig is more important than protecting your books? Yes, just get out of here. I told you I'm busy. Call me 600 years after. I will send you a correction. So Allah, he sent the books. Yeah, I keep doing that. I want to show people how stupid what you said, because you forgot that those books supposedly according to the Quran are sent by Allah. So you are trying to prove to us that Allah, he sent books and Allah forgot to protect his books because he was busy with swearing by the fig and olive and onion and zucchini instead of focusing in protecting his book. And the funny, by the way, Muslim, they say to us, if Allah want to do something, he say B is going to be. How come Allah don't say be protected? Is that our fault or his fault? If God cannot protect his book, what kind of God this God is? This God is busy swearing by fig, but he cannot protect his book. Now this is number one, which means you confirm to us that you God Allah, anyone can destroy his words. Correct, guys? This is what this guy is saying to us. His God, he have his God, his name Allah. And by the way, if you are confused about who is Allah, find the God who swear by fig, that is Allah. If the God you are talking about don't swear by fig, this is not the one. Be sure, please. This is like a brand or a specific issue about Allah. He swear only by specific things: figs, olive, Sinai, and stars, and location of stars. So this God, he sent books, and somebody, he played with the books, and Allah could not fix it, and Allah not even saving one copy. Imagine, guys, we cannot find one copy of Allah book. It's gone. Now we go to the second topic, or second issue he mentioned. Brothers, sisters, the Quran never been changed. I'm going to ask Mr. He is out. He's out. He's gone. Oh, he's here. Oh, I thought he's gone. I thought to myself, he's not a coward. This guy doesn't sound like a coward. I was really upset. I'm glad you are here, Mr. Allah. Listen. And then the second issue, the Quran never been changed. Let me ask you a question. What is the first verse Allah he gave to Muhammad? Can you tell me in the text, please? What is the first verse Allah gave to Muhammad? Is that true, Iqra? Is that true, what this guy, Prophet Muhammad, saying? Iqra? Is that correct? Thank you very much. So how now it became number 96 if Quran never changed? You see, guys, the Quran never changed. The first one in the Quran became 96. That's a lot of non-change. That is a very clear proof, brother, that nothing there is change. If Allah gave you the Quran in a certain way, who is the one who changed the Quran? If we go to the Quran, it says, يُحَرِّفُونَ الْكَلِمَ عَنْ مَوَاضِعِهِ, which means they change. Corruption according to the Quran is not really adding words, no. Is a change in the location of the words. Chapter 4, verse number 46. مِنَ الَّذِينَ هَادُوا يُحَرِّفُونَ الْكَلِمَ أو الكلم عن مواضعه. The word, we change it from its location. That is corruption. The Quran gives us definition of corruption. If you change the location of the words, you are corrupting the book. So I'm not going to question the rest. You just said you agreed that the chapter of Al-Alaq is number 1, and now it's number 96, and the Quran is saying if you change the location of words in the Quran, that is a corruption. الذين هادوا, the Yahud. Supposedly the Yahud, the Jews, according to your Quran, saying they corrupt their book by changing the location. And if you see the story of your prophet about it, he said one of them, he put his finger over a word. That's it. He did not change actually the words in the book. He just tried to hide the verse about stoning to death. I can show you the interpretation. It says exactly that. It's about the Jews. They asked Muhammad what we should do in a case of somebody committed adultery. He said, stoning. Don't you find it in your book? Open for me. And then the Jew, he put his hand over the verse, so he wanna hide it. This is what Muhammad he meant. So he, by hiding it by his hand, that is yuharrifun. And he is adding, saying by adding the words, by changing the words from their location. So how come if the Jews they do that, they are corrupting the book, and you Muslims do that, you are not corrupting the book? So I want you to take, what do you mean so? What do you mean so? The Jews, if they change the words from their location, they are corrupting the book. The Muslims, they do, it's okay? Allah gave you license? Guys say he's saying so? What do you mean so? The Quran confirmed that the book is corrupt. Add to this. The Quran says, you mentioned that Allah, the religion for Allah, is Islam. Correct? Everybody heard you saying that. When the first time the word Islam mentioned in the Quran? In the Quran today. It's mentioned in chapter number 3. When the chapter number 3 was sent down, do you know? Surprise, surprise. If the Quran by it the word when it's sent down, that's mean Allah he forgot about Islam, the word Islam, for a long time, and the religion was not Islam. So what was it? And look at this disaster here. In chapter 5, verse number 3, it says, it's forbidden for you eating, etc., 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 etc. And it says, today Allah completed your religion for you. Choose Islam for you as religion. But this is chapter number 5. Islam is completed in chapter 5, verse number 3. That's it. Which means everything after this verse is a fabrication, because Islam is completed, perfected. Guys, are you reading the translation? Are you reading the translation? It says, today, he's talking about certain time, today, about a date, today, I perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you, choosing Islam for you, so everything is done. There's no more verses needed. So if this verse is true verse, it means every chapter after it is a fabrication. Learn what? Don't try to squeeze me as the angel he squeezed Muhammad. He squeezed him 3 times till Muhammad cannot read. Don't do that to me. Don't tell me read. The verse is so clear. Today I choose Islam for you. I perfected the religion for you. It's perfect, perfect, complete. I complete. This verse can be accurate only if it is the last verse in the Quran. Correct, guys? This verse can be accurate if this verse is the last verse in the Quran, not in chapter 5, verse number 3. So who is the one who is corrupting the book of God, according to you, if this is the book of God? Now, I don't want to talk long. And by the way, Christians, when they translate, for that is logical. How somebody will pray to God in Hebrew when he don't speak Hebrew? Huh? How God he want to pray? How somebody want to pray to God in Aramaic when he don't speak Aramaic? We have the books in the original books. We have the Hebrew ones. There is 6 million Jews. They are praying in Hebrew already, and there's millions of Christians in the Middle East. They speak Aramaic, and there's millions of Christians. They speak Greek. But what about the rest? They have to learn those 3 languages so they can. So Christianity is not about stupidity and recording machines. We have to understand what we are reading. You Muslims, you pray in Arabic to Allah when none of you speak Arabic. 10% of the Muslims speak Arabic, the rest they do not know anything about Arabic. Which means 90% of Muslims, they have no idea what they are saying. And that is a proof that Islam is a false religion. Why? And not only this, it's a racist. It's about a race. Why everybody have to speak one language? And this is a contradiction for the Quran itself. Let me show you why. The Quran says we never send a messenger to his people unless he speak the tongue of his people. Chapter 14, verse number 4. We sent not a messenger to his nation, but in the tongue of his people, so they might understand. So they might what? Understand. So what? So they might what? Understand. So the Quran confirmed that the reason to send the book in the tongue of the people is to understand, which means if you don't do it this way, they will not understand. Are you following, guys? If you don't follow, if you don't send the book in the language of the people, they won't understand. This is the logic of the Quran, not my logic. And I agree with this. So how come when it's come to the Quran, Allah is not sending the Quran in the language of everybody? And just to make it more funny and more horrible, Muhammad, he said that Allah, he sent the Quran in 7 letters. 7 what? 7 letters. And those 7 letters is only for people of Quraysh. Allah sent the Quran in 7 letters for a small town, but he will not send 7 Qurans in 7 languages for this big world. When Muhammad, when Muhammad he asked his God, and I can show you the hadith, he asked his God to send the Quran with 1 more letter. So Jibreel, and he's saying, my people cannot handle it with 1 letter, which means they can't understand. Imagine, guys, a small town like Mecca cannot understand the Quran with the language of people of Mecca. So send me another dialect, another one. So Allah, he sent him another one. Then Muhammad, he insists, he wants 1 more, because the Quran is hard to understand with 2 dialects. So Allah sent him 3. But Muhammad, he wants more. So he keeps sending him more dialect until he sent him 7 dialect. 7 dialect, 7 Quran for a small town in order to make them understand. And you want someone who lived in Pakistan to understand it? Guys, are you following me? If Muhammad confirmed that you cannot understand the Quran unless it's sent in 7 letters, and Allah sent the Quran in 7 letters in order to make it clear. Now the question for you, Al-Alam, before we continue, I will stop here. Where we can find the 7 Quran? As long the Prophet of Islam confirm that Allah, he sent the Quran in 7 letters. And this is the hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari. I'm going to read it and I'm going to post it in the room before we give you the mic. Gabriel taught me to recite on 1 style. I replied to him and kept asking him to give me more styles. Style? Till he reached 7 moods of recitation. Which is 7 dialect. Just in order to make it clear. And after all the 7 styles, still we don't have the styles. Where are they? Where are the 7 Quran? The Quran you have right now is written with 1 style. Where is the rest? I thought the Quran preserved. We do not need it no more. It was needed only in the time of Muhammad. So Allah made a mistake and Muhammad made a mistake. So it was needed at that time, but now it's not needed, so we destroy it. Ah, okay, all right. In Sahih Bukhari, and people, they can take the number I'm going to give you. Sahih Bukhari, book hadith number 3219. In English reference, book 59, hadith number 30. Or volume number 4, book number 54, hadith number 442. It says, Allah Messenger said, Gabriel, read the Quran to me in one way, i.e. dialect. And I continue ask him to read it in different ways till he read it to me in 7 ways. Why? The mic is yours. Listen carefully, guys, to the answer of Mr. Al-Alam.
Okay, really, I went, but I'm back. Okay, he talked about many things. I know that's a good technique for
Good technique.
make me maybe lose or like that. Anyway, I will answer only one thing.
Oh,
What
okay.
I meant by the Arabic Quran still till now is it is different from the Bible. The the the, the same Bible or the originally Bible didn't remain, okay? But the originally Quran still remains, still be recited every day or every salah, okay? He says a lot of things about, and if someone who don't know Arabic, it's easy. It's easy for his prayers. He will know Arabic. For his religion, he will learn Arabic. I learned German for study, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
easy. And if not, if he can't, he will translate. But the point is the original Arabic still. That's the point. And what if one from maybe US and so on who don't speak Arabic, he will learn Arabic one way. The other way, he will translate. He will translate from the originally version. It's different from Christianity. Christianity, the originally version doesn't exist. Just they translate from some books or was written by people who you don't know what they are. Meta or people like that, you don't know what they are. But about the Quran was collected after its prophet. Was collected after the prophet. But the Bible, no, it wasn't collected after the death or of Jesus or the, maybe he didn't die. You think he died, but I don't. Allah said, anyway, that's the only point I'd like to say. He talked about many things, and I don't like to discuss, but because it's a good technique for people, and I see this group is well organized. When
Well organized.
Christian friends say something, someone type the verse for him, so it's it's a good missionary group. Anyway, I was here by wrong. I thought it's Muslim one, but got fake. Anyway, no answer. No, I did. He talked about the translation and original version, and I thought, may I say again, the original version of Quran still exists. On the other hand, the original version of Christianity doesn't exist. So that's all. And then your answer from your mind with no proofs. With no proof, so tell me when the Bible was written. That's all. That's the proof. No, the Bible was written by Hebrew, not Greek.
I'm giving him a chance to say everything he has.
I will answer for another question. So let's look. Is the Quran written in Mashq or Kufi script? Yeah, good question. So let me say the written in Arabic, or writing of the Arabic developed many years, but still the same. I give you some example. The Arabic people was people of talking and listening, and not many of them was writing. So the writing developed very much, but the Quran doesn't depend on writing. It depends on listening and memorizing by people, not people, by the nation. But still the same. So when I learn Arabic, I don't learn from Mus'haf. I learn from Sheikh. So it's depends on memorizing. And about writing, the writing of Arabic developed. For example, the nuqat. You know, in Arabic letters, we have some letters with nuqat above, some letters unders. It wasn't known. This nuqat. But after that, someone invented it, and say when the letter is, for example, kha, like that. I will refer kha. When the letter is kha, we put the nuqat above. Yes, and the Arabic was not writing with nuqat. They write all letters, maybe 3 letters the same, like that. Ha, kha, wa jim, the same. Ha, kha, wa jim, the same. But they say that is ha, that's jim. So that by that way, the Arabic writing developed. So it is not the case. Okay. See you later.
See you later.
It was nice to be with you.
Oh, don't go, Alam. Don't go, please. You see, I give you all the time. I did not give her a thought because I'm really laughing at what you say. Can you recite for me the verse of historian in the Quran? Can you recite for me the verse of historian? As I know, your prophet wife, she reported in the hadith that when the prophet was dead in his bed, a goat, she entered the bedroom and she ate the Quran. And she took the Quran from under the pillow of Muhammad. Imagine Muhammad, the prophet of Allah, is dead, and now there's a goat in the top of him. She's licking his face, and then she could not find what to eat. She did not like what she is licking. Then she flipped Muhammad, she moved him from the pillow, and then she took the Quran and she started eating it. And now she is saying, Aisha, not me, that there is the verses of stoning and the verses of breastfeeding for adult is eaten by the goat. And you are giving us a lecture about how the Quran is protected for the last 20 minutes. When Aisha, she confirmed that a little goat, nah, she ate the Quran. Your God, Allah, could not even stop the goat. Now I ask you to show me the verse of stoning to death in the Quran. I want to see it. Or to recite for me the verses of a breastfeeding for adult, which really, men, they love it. I wish we have this verse still in the Quran. Breastfeeding for adult. You see how open-minded Islam is? A woman, she can give her breast, and a man, he can suckle it, and he don't even know her. But by the way, Islam is a very conservative religion. You cannot shake hands with Muslim women, but you can suck their breast. That's amazing. Al-Alam. The hadith says in Arabic, and this is Hassan, by the way. This is a good hadith. You cannot say it's a fake hadith. You cannot say it's a weak. It says, عن عائشة قالت لقد نزلت آية الرجم ورضاعة الكبير 10 ولقد كان في صحيفة تحت سريري فلما مات رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وتشاغلنا بموته دخل داج فأكلها. While we were busy during the death of Muhammad, and we left the Quran under the bed of the Prophet, a dajin, which obviously a dajin is any animal live in the house, you know, but what kind of animal he will eat? Papers, or let us say a piece of leather, whatever it is, you know. It's a goat. Goat, they eat anything, you know. I'm assuming it's not a camel. I don't think a camel can get inside the bedroom of Muhammad, right? It doesn't make sense. So mostly it's a goat. So what do you mean the Quran is preserved? And you said that the tanqeet, which mean added dots in the top of the letters, added later. Why it's added later? Because the Quran is very confusing without dots. As an example, the same way I write Hamal is the same way I write Jamal. The same way I write Jumal, which means sentences, or the baby of the sheep, or a camel. Sentence in Arabic means Jumal. The same writing. Or it can be Jamal, which means a camel. Or it can be Hamal, which is the baby of. There's a huge difference. So Allah, obviously, He chose a language without dots and tashkil and vowels. And later, people, they found out that this is very confusing, so let us fix it. So Allah, He chose the wrong language, according to you. Why you don't keep the Quran the way it was before Muhammad, the name of Muhammad? There was no dots. Why you are reading the Quran with tashkil and shadda and dhamma and dots? And by the way, those things is not added by the Arab. It's added by someone who is not an Arab. All right. Now, I want to give you something. I want you to answer it right away when you take the money. Who is the one who collect the Quran? Can you type in Arabic? Who is the one who collect the Quran? Who is the one who collect the Quran? Uthman ibn Affan. Chapter 75, verse number 17 says, Inna alayna jam'uhu wa Qur'anahu. Allah saying, it's on us to collect the Quran and reading the Quran. So Allah, He promised that the one who collect the Quran is Allah, and the one who will read the Quran is Allah. Where is the Quran is collected by Allah, not the one collected by Uthman. Allah saying it was on us, not on Uthman. Is Uthman is Allah? Your mic. I did not give me a question. I'm just giving you little answers of what you said. You're the one who said things. I'm just trying to help you here. And you see, I gave you a lot of time. I never give you a dot. So the Quran says Allah will collect the Quran. Did Allah collect the Quran, or Uthman ibn Affan who burned all the other Qurans? Because they are different. Go ahead. And don't forget, please, to answer about the hadith about the goat eating the Quran. And by the way, until now, this goat is wanted in the Middle East. All right. and if you find this goat, there's 25 million real reward. The king of Saudi Arabia will pay you a lot of money and jewelry for it. If you can find this goat who ate the Quran, because they can maybe extract from the DNA of the goat the verses and put them back in the Quran. It's missing. All of this happened because of a goat. If a goat can do this to Allah, what a human being can do. And by the way, I swear by the fig that this is a true hadith. You're mine. Go ahead.
Okay, Christian, a good technique to get a million of question, and let me answer it all. Okay, I will answer your last one only. About the goat.
The goat.
I told you when I spoke before that the Quran didn't depend on writing. I say that.
Huh.
The Quran depended on the minds of people.
Oh, okay.
You know that Arabic people were a people of saving, memorizing.
All right.
So they didn't. They collected the Quran from the minds of people. So I can't do that with a lot of making fun. And I will answer another one about the Uthman who collected the Quran. I tell you something. In Islam, we believe in qadar. You know that we believe in qadar. In some way, we have to work. Allah say, وَإِنَّ جُنْدَنَا لَهُمُ الْغَالِبُونَ. For example, our can't really translate, but the meaning is our soldiers will win. So will we sleeping and say, no, Allah will make us win? No, it's not going like that. We believe in color, so we have to work. We have to work. So about saving the Quran, we have to work to do that. We have to make precaution to save the Quran. We have to invent the grammar. We have to invent the nahu. We have to collect it. We have to invent the science of hadith to save the Quran and the Sunnah. So that's all. We have to teach people the Quran to save it.
Neo, your mic is jumping. Neo, are you there? Am I heard, guys? Neo, change the settings for your Palto. All right. Hold on, Alan. I did not take the mic from you. You dropped the mic. I did not dot you. No, just wait. You said Allah told you to work, but Allah in the Quran says it is on us to collect it. You are disobeying Allah. Allah, He said, I am the one who collected. Not you memorize it. I will collect it. So the collection of the Quran is on Allah. Allah saying that. Are you saying Allah is wrong? This is number one. Number two, you said you believe in Al-Qadr, right? Are you saying that Allah is the one who wrote in His destiny that the Bible and the Torah will be corrupt? So it's Allah who corrupt the Bible, according to you, because Muslims believe in the destiny, everything written by Allah. Yeah, because he cannot answer, you know. He can't answer. He do not know what to do. This is why he's saying good technique, because he has no idea to say. You remember the story, guys, where Adam and Musa's, they debated according to Muhammad. Both, they have a debate. What the debate is? Musa says to Adam, because of you, we are out of heaven. Because of you, we are out of heaven. Look what Adam, he said to him. Are you blaming me for something written for me 40 years before my creation? Which means the sin of mankind, it is not their decision. It is Allah who wrote their sin. He is the one who decides. So you cannot blame Adam for the sin of Adam. You see how stupid this religion is? And if Allah is the one who wrote the sin of Adam, which means he is the one who decides that Adam is going to do sin, why you are kicking him out of heaven if you are the one who made him sin? If you wrote 40 years before his creation that you will sin, and then you punish him for what you wrote for him, that is the most stupid religion ever you can imagine. Imagine, I am the one who decide for you in the destiny, meaning to do sin, and then I punish you to send you to hellfire for being a sinner. Well, you are the one who made me the sinner. What a stupid religion this religion is. Which means this God is not the God of justice, and this God is a stupid God. He says things doesn't make sense, and there's no point of this religion. Additional to this, actually, let me first find with the hadith. I will find the hadith here. Here we go. This is one of them. The other one says clearly, 40 years before my God created me. So you cannot blame even Adam for his sin. Do you see it? So why you kicked him out of heaven? Isn't it stupid, guys? He wrote for Adam his sin. And Adam saying, and you see there Muhammad saying, so Adam overcome Musa. So who is the one who won the debate? Guys, who is the one who is the winner in this debate? Adam, correct? So which means the logic of Adam overcome the logic of Musa for his right. It is Allah who wrote the sin of Adam. So why you are kicking him out of heaven? What a stupid religion. Let us hear what SSB want to say, and if there is, if somebody can invite this guy back, so we can have more fun. Sorry, guys, I made you wait long in the mic for the mic because you know Muslims come first. We have to help them, and I'm afraid if I give the mic to someone else, he will find that an opportunity to leave. That's the whole story. Now, SSB is an ex-Muslim who left Islam. Let us see what she is going to say about what she heard. Your mic, SSB.
Guys, I'm super sleepy and
Speak loud.
Alan, he needs to go back to school. You know, listening to his lectures was worse than any lecture I've been through in high school. What the heck is this guy talking about? He almost put me in a coma on the brink of sleeping. This guy wants to kill me. Oh my God. What does Allah have to do with the fig anyways? Does Allah play with the fig? Is he a cat? What is going on?
What's going on?
Jibreel, does he deliver figs? What is going on? Allah needs to, I don't know, he needs to rethink about what he says. That was the most painful lectures I've ever been through. CP, you're evil, by the way. You did not dot him for all of that 20-minute BS. I'm so sorry. This is just, oh my god, I need to go sleep. Oh my god, my friend.
All right, you see, guys, Allah, He just made a miracle. He woke up from a sleep. That's a miracle of Allah. Not only Allah, He can swear by fig, He can make you wake up from the middle of your sleep. I go, your mic.
Thank you. I hope everybody can hear me well, because it's my first Pal Talk using here, and I use my mobile phone for doing this. I don't have a computer. Everything I do is with my mobile. Anyway, my real name is Fyodor, and that means God gifted. I'm from Greece, and here we don't know too much about the religion of Islam. The guy previously said that the Bible has changed. I want to testify to everybody here that the Bible has not changed. It is true that the Bible was first written by the apostles in Aramaic, but in 300 AD, Anno Domini, after the birth of Jesus Christ, it was translated in Alexandria, Egypt, by 70 scholars, 70 people who gathered together and translate the Aramaic original Bible into Greek. And from that time on, the Greek text is unchanged. I can read it from the original and fully understand it. After that, maybe other denominations of Christians have made new translations of the Bible, like King James Bible, etc. But the original Greek Bible remains, and it is still here. Something else. It is true that I am not a scholar of Islam. I know very little things about it. I only know that Islam commands its followers to convert everybody to Islam by war, by expansion, and not by good meanings. My country has suffered too much of Islam. Thanks God, today we are a free country, and we remember everything from our ancestors, what they have go through all these years we was under occupied of this religion. Maybe another time I will take the mic again. Thank you very much for hearing me, and I hope more and more and more people will learn about it. Thank you.
All right, I go. Thank you very much. Well, this is a free school here to teach you about Islam. So if you keep coming here, you will become a scholar one day. Here where we shake it and we break it, and here where we expose the city God is called Allah. However, I believe strongly that we as a Christians, we preach the gospel since the beginning, since then, even in Greece language, for that was a very popular language, and the apostles of Christ, they spoke it. We remember that the whole territory there was occupied by the Roman, and the Greek language, it was the most popular, like English now, and the Aramaic for sure, as additional. But as we know that the Messiah, our Lord, he was preaching in Aramaic as in Hebrew to the people. And the idea of changing a book, it can be accepted to happen, but what the Muslims try to say, that you did it in purpose. Now, there is no logic in the world somebody will change his book and he's a believer. It doesn't make sense. As an example, I can say that the translation, the change I'm talking about, somebody translated from Hebrew to English, but his translation was not too much accurate, and that will make differences. However, the original book is there. Still, you can go back. So if the Muslim, they are talking about a new version of the Bible, which is a new translation, well, every translation is different from the other translation for a very simple reason. They are different translators. People use different words. They are trying their best to give the exact meaning. And this is why it's called translation. If we read the translation of the Quran of Muhsin Khan, we find it's different from the translation of Yusuf Ali. We find that Yusuf Ali is different from Shakir. We find the translation of Shakir is different from Biktar. However, all of them, they are false translation. I can prove it. For the translation of the Quran never meant to translate the Quran as much as to sell out the Quran, to present for you a false translation. We as a Christian, we receive a translation and we work in the best of the translation until now. Nothing wrong with that. But we have the original book and we have the original language. This is why all translators until now, they can go back to the original to see which one was more accurate. Maybe the word here is not too much accurate. Maybe we can, this is not a change in the book, this is a change in the translation. And right now I'm working in a translation of the Quran, and you will see that my translation is different from all the Muslim translations. Not because I'm changing, actually I am trying to make it as much as I can accurate, not like the Muslims. Now, do we have any Muslim left here? I don't know. You guys not helping me to publish the Quran. I mean, to finish my books. I keep opening my room, making videos. When I'm going to have time? Abdul's keep emailing me, you know, making videos for you, opening a chat room for a couple of hours, and then you are waiting for me to finish the book soon? I don't know. Is it easier? Even Allah himself do not know. And I swear by the fig, I have no idea when the book is going to be ready. I don't know if like I can be serious more than this, you know. I'm swearing by fig now. The same fruit Allah is swear by. All right. So no, don't corrupt. You see, SSB is corrupting the Quran right now. She is saying fig pizza. This is not what Allah said. Allah did not swear by pizza, and don't mix between pizza and fig. Fig is fig and pizza it's pizza. All right. And Allah is not an Italian boy to swear by the pizza. But trust me, if Muhammad heard about pizza, he will make a verse about it. But in his time, there was no pizza, so we are safe. Don't flood the text, please, otherwise I will dot you. Do we have any Muslim in the room? Now, if you like to learn more about Islam, you can go and read my books, The Deception of Allah, Quran and Science in Depth. And we have a French book. It's called The Secret du Prophète Arabe. Now, by the way, if you don't speak French, still you can buy the book, and Allah will help you All what you need to do, take an oath by the fig, and then you will notice that you will be able to speak French. And I think this is the purpose of this fig issue. Like, you know, when you swear by the fig, you get extra power. Mad Nix, where are you living? This is a room about Islam, my friend. You cannot leave. You join Islam, you cannot leave. It's one way. This room is about Islam. You cannot go. It's one way in. There's no out. That's it. Because this religion is so good to the point you cannot. You have no choice to leave. Anyway, may Allah forgive you, and I advise you to slaughter a fig for your sin. Can we slaughter a fig for sin? I mean, if Allah, he swear by fig, not by a goat, why would you not slaughter a fig instead of slaughtering a goat? Obviously, the fig is bigger for Allah, as important from a goat, or even a sheep, or a camel, or a cow. However, we have to be honest here. Do you know, guys, that the biggest chapter in the Quran, which chapter in the Quran is the biggest one? Al-Fatiha. What's wrong with you? Am I heard? You hear me? The cow. The cow. All right. Now, any one of you knows why the cow called the cow? I mean, the chapter of the cow. Why Allah, he called it the cow? Musa's story about what? Yeah, somebody is asking for our Facebook page. Here we go. This is our Facebook post. Thank you, Matahari, for helping. And you can search for other page. It's called Who Ate the Quran. Because in that page we are looking for the one who ate the Quran until now. He's wanted. I mean the goat. Now, why the Quran have a cow chapter? Because, now please don't share this information with anyone, because if this information published everywhere, the FBI will use it against us. So if you commit a crime, the FBI will find out right away if you killed somebody. How? The story in the Quran said that there is a guy who killed somebody, and then the people, they brought this dead man to Moses, and they told him, we do not know who killed him. So Moses, he prayed to Allah, and Allah gave him the method to find out who is the one who killed this person. So what he did, anyone can tell me what he did? What Moses did? Allah told him to bring some beef, cow beef, you know, and to beat the guy with the beef. Now the guy, he is killed by a knife or a sword, all right? And after he did beat him, the guy, he came back to life. And he said the name of the killer, and he died again. And this is why buying a steak is very important in your house. Like somebody, God forbid, in your house die, pass away, you beat him with a steak, he came back to life. Let us say, for God forbid, one of your neighbors was slaughtered by a criminal. He died, you go to his house, you get some beef, and you hit him with the beef, like beef, beef, beef. He will wake up, you record him by camera, you post it in video. Trust me, you will have 10 million hits after that. Maybe in a day. What do you mean louder? Should I hit the dead guy with the beef louder, or my voice? My voice, guys, is not good? Now it's better, all right. And this is why right now you will see in the first floor in the FBI headquarters, they have a butcher house. Why? Because when they get somebody get killed, it's very hard to find out who is the one who killed him. They get him in, they beat him with beef, the guy, he say who is the one who killed him, and this is how the FBI, they are doing very good these days. True story. You beat him with a stake, and please be sure it's halal. Okay, this thing will not work unless it is halal steak. Just to let you know. Just be careful, brother. Don't beat him by hummus. All right. Now I'm not sure if I beat him with fig will work, but we can try. Any Abdul here? Muslims buy the fig. If you come to the mic and debate me and you do good, I will send you one of my books for free. With fig delivery company. Any brave Muslim? Actually, this time we got lucky. We got a Muslim right away, and he was speaking in the mic. Can somebody invite him back, guys? Do somebody have his name still? Yeah, Alam something. Invite him back. Yeah, Mark, he's a Muslim. He claimed to be Christian, and he had many good Muslim friends, and they are doctors. This guy, this is the only thing he have to say when he come to our room. Well, I have Muslim friends. They are doctors too, like Al-Zawahiri, the head of Al-Qaeda, and the head of ISIS. He have a PhD too, and Osama bin Laden is an engineer. Fake Mark. Absolutely, they are very, very respectful, highly educated. What are you talking about? To the point that Islamic countries have the most highest literacy in the world. Until now, more than 70%, imagine, after all the oil they have in Saudi Arabia, more than 70% of Saudi don't speak, or sorry, don't write and read. Until now. Yeah. SSB, you're mine.
You know, Mark, I also know that, you know what his name was? His name was Dr. Seuss. Was he a doctor? Was he respectable? Sure he was.
Seuss.
Dr. Shahbal Ali, is he a doctor? Bro, what you talking about? Who knows if Dr. Seuss was a Muslim? Maybe Captain the Hat was a Muslim. His face was white, but his body was black.
What is that?
Oh my God, Mark! I know that you pretend to be a Christian, but you're not.
Dr. Oz?
We all know. I saw you. That's not the issue. That's not the issue, though. The issue is your claims. Well, Muslims are doctors. Yeah, doctors of bathrooms. We know Muhammad was the scholars of bathrooms. We know. No, it's just Mark. Mark. By the way, Nike, you know, you can't say that in the Middle East countries. They will think very bad things. My friend.
Yeah, let us not to go there. Yeah, because the last name of Zakir is a very bad word, dirty word in Arabic. All right. Actually, I don't know if you heard this story. Those Muslims, because they don't know speak Arabic, they use names in Arabic. They do not know what they mean. To the point that the Saudi Arabia, they refuse an ambassador of Pakistan because his name in Arabic means the biggest private part. You can go search it right now in Google. Imagine his name is the biggest private part. I'm not going to say the word, but you are talking about, you know what I'm talking about, right? because this is very embarrassing. Imagine the news, they will say today the King Fahd, whatever his name, he shake the hands with the big private part. Which is a proven that those Muslims, when they use names, they have no idea what those names mean. And when they pray to Allah, it's the same. They have no idea what they are saying, or who's like. Actually, you see the name of our room. What is Allah and what is Islam? Until now, we cannot find one Muslim to tell us who is Allah. They will tell you Allah is God. Like, I know that He's your God. Who is Allah? Is God. Okay. Who is Allah? He's God. He's the creator. Well, the Quran says there's many creators. Right? Who's Allah? Didn't know. Muhammad never spoke to Allah, never met Allah. How Allah look like? According to Muhammad, Allah is a fat, short guy. And we can prove it from the hadith. If there's any Muslim here to challenge, your mic is SB.
You know, Mark, he mentioned that the mayor, the mayor of London is a Muslim Pakistani man. Mark, do you know Pakistan has #1 search of donkey sex and horse sex? I'm sorry to say this, but yeah, Afghanistan, bro, please stop. You are making the Muslims cry right now. Zay, I love you. I love you so much. What?
Let us keep our conversation serious, guys. Sorry, it's SV. You know, my chat is not a chat really. It's here for education. Maximum, your mic.
Okay, thank you very much. I wanted to bring that issue up before I left for a little while, but I want to bring this back up again. What we were talking about when he says Allah swears by something, Allah swears, right? This should be impossible for God to swear on anything. Just think about this. The God of the universe is swearing on something. My Bible says, God tells me not to swear to no man. Let your yes be yes and your no be no's. Okay, don't swear to anyone. So this is another very big contradiction that Muslims so-called say, oh yeah, well we worship the same God. I don't think so. I don't think we worship the same God. Secondly, you heard him say, he says, well, you know, Islam is a spoken religion. I don't even go to my books. I listen to my imam, is what he know. He said sheikh. I listen to my sheikh, right? That I said, and I typed, if anybody caught it, I typed it in the text. I said, that's your problem. That's your problem. You have been taught not to teach yourself, to listen to fools. Did you hear everything he said about our Bible? And everything was completely unfactual. He said that, oh yeah, the Quran is from everlasting nothing. He doesn't even realize that the Quran was burnt by Uthman. Okay? He doesn't, and another thing, these people are so brainwashed that they will never, you know, God forbid that, you know, all of them. I'm not saying that all of them are like that, but many have this, I think it's a demonic shield over their eyes, that they're blinded to the death because of this cult. Now, God, I've heard many things. Jesus is coming to these people and showing himself to them, those who are really seeking God. You know, what's the Bible say? My sheep will hear my voice, right? Praise him, thank God. But this is a problem, and that's one of the big problems Muslims have. They don't learn anything for themselves. They take everything for granted. They trust their mothers and their fathers to tell them these lies that have been going on for generations. Muslims, this is true. Just listen, learn. I didn't talk to him really. I kind of just ghosted him and told him all these things. It's a dangerous thing. But the God of the Bible cannot be anyone who swears on anything. That shows him more to be more human than any God. Okay, that's all I needed to say. Thanks. Mike's over.
All right. You know what? As long as there's no Muslims here, I'm going to prove to you that you are wrong. If you open the fig, what do you see inside the fig? Anyone can tell me? Seeds. Unbelievable. Allah actually, he's swearing by the fig, including the seeds. This is a seedy swear. This is not what you think. This is very, very priceless swearing. If you look inside the fig, there's billions of seeds. I don't know how many. I can't even count them. They are even more than the hair on my beard. So if you think about it deeply in a philosophical way, there's something in English is called philosophical. There's such a thing, philosophical. Who care, man? We can come with the new words. There is philosophical. Oh, I have to come with something. It's not there then. Okay, let's say philosophical. Okay, and this philosophical of Allah, He is trying to teach you something new. Like you open the thing, you spend your life trying to count how many seed is inside. And why? This is why Allah is swear by the fig. It's deep. It's very deep. But because you guys are illiterate, you don't have like knowledge and you don't have deep thinking. So you don't understand the logic. And I'm sure the proof now is clear. And if Zakir Naik is speaking here, you will see how many Muslims they will say, hey. If we ask Zakir Naik, why Allah he swear by the fig? What Zakir Naik would do? Brother Thither, the brother here asking question, why Allah swear by the fig? What do you want Allah to swear by? You want him to swear by watermelon? You want him to swear by that? You want him to swear? There is no way Allah except after the fig. It's very clear. Like why people can't understand it? It's obvious. There's no way Allah will swear by any fruit except the fig. For in His mole there's only fig. There's nothing. There's only olive and fig. That's it. You are ready, Kim? Yeah. If Zakir Naik is here, you will better come with your umbrella, especially if you are in the front line of chairs. Do we have any Abdul here? And he keeps saying to us, this is very clear, strategic. I see. This is very well organized group. I see. Because he had no answer. What organized groups? I don't know any one of those guys here. I don't know any one of you. What organized? We are just meeting here to discuss Islam. Organized group. This is why those Abdul, by the way, they think I have an army behind me. They think I have a big army and they work for me and etc. You are debating me only. You are not debating anyone. Actually, I'm not debating you. I'm just having a conversation. If I debate you, I will make you shish kebab. I don't want to say I will make you fig, because that will be not good for Allah. You see, you talk about chicken. Now, if I am you, I will not talk about chicken, because I can show you the hadith where your prophet saying that Allah will sit in the top of a rooster. Now, you see, I heard of a cowboy. I heard of a cowboy who sit in the top of a cow or a horse. But a God sit in the top of a rooster, that's really something new for me. Is that clear? Mr. Carnio 57? Your God, he sit in the top of a rooster? How big is your God? Are you there? What's wrong with this God? This God, he swear by fig and he sit in a rooster? Imagine, guys, anyone remember this? There's an old cowboy series called El Virgini. Anyone remember it? It's old, you know, because in the Middle East they bring us always like overdue programs. So like you get the program 20 years before us, we get it after you. But now because of the help of the satellite dishes, so we can get it even before you, mashallah. Anyway, imagine El Virgini, the cowboy, he is not coming in the top of a horse, he is coming in the top of a rooster. And instead of saying or calling him El Virgini, I will call him El Virgi Allah. The rooster is here. The rooster is here. The rooster is here, and Allah is in the top of the rooster. Hallelujah. Now, anyone knows why we are saying Hallelujah? We Christian, we say Hallelujah, right? The Muslim, they should say Hallelujah. Why? Because Allah is a shin. And you will notice he stopped talking about chicken. Where is the Muslim who's talking about chicken? Suddenly he don't want to talk about chicken no more. He noticed that his God is a rooster rider. Imagine in Star Trek movie, they show you the hero is riding a rooster. That is something they did not come with yet. Their imagination is very big, but not yet. They did not reach the imagination of Allah. Any Abdul? Any Muslim? Oh boy. Any Muslim here? That's it? We are out of Muslims? Are you guys enjoying our room? Are you enjoying this free school? This is a free education for those who seek education. All right? It might be funny, but the best teacher is the one who made the classroom fun, right? So the reason of let us say, we try to give it a spice of fun because we don't want you to receive the education in a boring way. And Allah is the best providing of unboring story. As an example, not limited. When the Prophet Solomon, peace upon him, he went to the bathroom and he left his ring with his wife. Do you know how dangerous this act is? And do you know the purpose of Allah teaching us this story? Anyone knows what is the purpose of this story? No, there is a purpose. The purpose is, don't ever leave your ring with your wife. Here we go. The Prophet Solomon, he left his ring with his wife, and because of that, he is not the Lord of the ring no more. It's Harry Potter. Since then, the story became a drama. Started with what? Leaving the ring with the wife. How you do such a thing? How you do such a disaster? This is the ring, you control the world with it, and you leave it with your wife? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Don't ever leave your ring with your wife, ever. Anyone knows what the story, what happened when Suleiman he left his ring with the wife? What happened? Anyone knows? Oh, why he took off his ring? This is a good question. Because this is the ring of Allah. You want Suleiman to touch his ass and he's wearing that ring? Come on. But I cannot understand, like, why he don't just take it inside with him and don't take it off and keep it like close to you. Why you leave it with your wife? So anyway, the genie came to the wife, and what he did, anyone knows? Anyone knows what the genie did when Suleiman was doing in the bathroom? Louder? I don't know, for some reason my microphone go down by itself. I think I need to change the fig in my computer. Something like that, something figgy there. So anyway, the genie, he came, and while the King Solomon, or Prophet Solomon, the Muslim Solomon, by the way, he was in the bathroom, the genie, he came to his wife, and he was like, he came in the shape of Solomon, and he took the ring of Solomon. And because of that, Suleiman, he lost his power. True story. No, the genie did not enter the bathroom. Listen carefully. His wife, she is outside. Muhammad is in the Suleiman is in the bathroom. Come on, guys. Focus with me with the story. This is serious. The Prophet Solomon is in the bathroom doing poo-poo. He went in the bathroom. He left his ring with his wife. And then the genie, he came to her in the shape of Suleiman. How he did makeup, I don't know. I think he's using silicone from the Silicon Valley. So he came to her in the look of Suleiman, and he appeared to her as if he is her husband. So she gave him the ring. Very normal behavior. He wore the ring, and by doing that, he became the king. Did you ever see some cartoon about such a thing, like such a thing close? Did you watch, anyone watch Harry Potter? Harry Potter? Did you watch Harry Potter? Now you understand how important this ring is, how serious this story is. This story can destroy the whole world with this ring. How are you, Markava? How are you? How are you? You are playing here in the ground. Do you have anything to say to us, Markava? Or you want me to give you a dot? If there's something special you want to say to us? Hello? You see, when you talk to them, they stop even moving. They play dead. The ring in the movie destroyed, right? However, according to the story of Muhammad, until now we do not know where is the ring. And I'm really afraid somebody will eat a fig and will find the ring in the fig. What do you think, guys? Is it possible? Maybe this is why Allah, he swear by the fig. Otherwise, think about it. It can't be inside the olive. The olive is small. So it's most possible if you keep buying fig from now until you die, you might get the ring. However, the story, guys, do you hear me or no? There's no voice? Oh, I don't believe you hear me. Swear by the fig that you hear me. Let us be serious now. If you swear by the fig you hear me, I will believe you. If you don't, I don't care. I think you are making up a story. I believe you now, as long as you swear, and this is a very serious swear. Allah himself is swear by the fig. By the way, there's many kind of fig. Until now, I'm not sure what kind. There's a blue, there's a yellow, there's a green. Which was the kind Allah He swore by it? Any fig here? I mean, any Muslim here? Are you a Muslim? I don't know, like Christian Prince. There's a three possibility. Either he is a Hindu, either he is a Muslim, or he is atheist. Choose one. Any Abdul here? Can you guys invite some Muslims here? If you invite a Muslim to debate me, I promise you to make you an admin in the Muslim room. If they accept. You converted to Figism today? Are you going to put a tattoo of a fig in your arm? Sammy boy? You better do so. Now I understand why the Muslims, they have in their forehead a dark spot. That is a fig. Ah, that's an old fig. I see. I know, SSB, you are jealous because I discovered things none of you discover it. The funny, by the way, the Muslims, they are the last one to know. The way I see Muslims is the same as a guy, his wife is cheating on him. He is the last one to know what's happening in this religion. And each time you say something to them, it is written there in their books, and you show it to them, they say, what? Where do you get this from? Ha 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 ha, doesn't say that. Where do you get this from? Where? Any Muslim here wanna say to me where you got this from? Any Muslim? Yes, Sidra, if you bring a Muslim, I will favor you upon all the people I have here, and I will give you a fig. However, you have to pay for shipping and handling. All right? Not even one Muslim want to go to heaven and get the virgins. Do you know how many virgins are waiting for you? And they are naked, and their legs, they are making victory sign. But come on, be serious here. Oh no, wait, what's 72? What's 72? It is 70,000 or 80,000. Come on. How many hamburger they get if they join the room? Yeah. Well, 5 hamburgers. Why somebody get upset when I say the virgins in the heaven, they will be making victory sign with their legs? Isn't it what Allah is speaking about? They are ready for the Muslim to fondle them. I'm not speaking dirty. This is the truth. What is the purpose of those women in heaven? Sex. This is a very sexual religion. Very. Extremely. Everybody working hard to get into heaven, to get what? To get private parts. And look at the promises of Muhammad, just to confirm that. Isn't it Muhammad who promised the Muslim man that his penis will be endless, palm tree? What is the purpose of a huge penis which is endless? Imagine you live in Tokyo, but your penis is in the White House. And Obama is calling the Secret Service to move it around because he cannot move in the White House no more. Endless penis. You see, the promises of someone is telling you about who is this person, correct? If I come to your birthday and I have a gift for you, and there is somebody else here have a gift and someone else have a gift. The one who bring you pizza, obviously he loves pizza. The one who bring you the Bible, obviously he is religious Christian, correct? Now the one who bring you a porn videotape or a girl to have sex with, obviously he is a pimp. Is that correct? Everybody provide a gift, present his personality. My gift to you speak about me. So when Allah he says that his gift for the Muslims is long penis, that is a clear reading of the personality of the one who made the promise. When this God he made a promise of a big butt. Do you know how big the butt of a Muslim woman in the heaven? Do you know? 1 mile. Imagine this Abdul, he is 5 foot tall, but his wife butt is 1 mile. If she sleep in her belly, you can do hiking, and it's going to be very dangerous. You might fail and die. Unless it is hairy, so you can hold the hair to climb. Right? There is nothing in the Quran about the 72 versions. Let me give the mic to what his name? Candle. He is the one who's asking the question. Give me the question by voice. I will give you the answer by voice too. Your mic, Candle.
Thank you, Christian Prince, and I hope my sound is working. Just to reiterate the question, thank you. I have working sound. Just to reiterate the question, I did a search this week. It was just a very generic search. I just put in 72 virgins, just like that in the search. And when the results came up, there were sites that were making statements that 72 virgins never appears in the Quran. Also, since I've been asking about this, it was proposed that that teaching came from a combination of verses from the Hadith, if I'm pronouncing that right, and the Quran combined. Yes. So now I'm trying to establish, just exactly where did this teaching come from? And that would be my question to you. So with that, I'll go ahead and let go of the mic.
All right, let me give you the answer. You see, Islam is not based on the Quran only. If you ask Muslim, they will say to you, there's things in the Quran is abrogated by the Hadith. And what is Hadith is what Muhammad he said. However, the Quran itself is a Hadith. The Quran says that it is the best of the Hadith is the Quran. So according to Islam, Hadith, which is mean a speech, all right, Quran itself is a Hadith. Quran is not really different from the Hadith, but it is the best of the Hadith. However, that will be contradicting the hadith is coming from Muhammad, for it is sometime disable the Quran and overcome the Quran. So if Muhammad in the hadith he says something, that most likely is going to abrogate the hadith of the Quran, even though they both are hadith. So Islam is not only Quran. Number two, the story of the 72, mistakenly people think that this is the reward for the Muslim in the heaven. This is true and false at the same time. This is not the reward, like, you know, you hear on the radio station they are saying to you, when this Abdul he die, he will go and get the 72 versions. But this is not really too much accurate. The hadith of Muhammad saying that the lowest reward of a Muslim is the 72 versions. All right, the lowest. This is for the bad Muslim. This is not for the good Muslim. The bad Muslim, the one who is not praying for Allah, the one who is like he is not doing the prayer correctly, etc. That Muslim, he will get the lowest reward between all the Muslims, and that reward is 72 versions. And the hadith, some hadith says 300 servant, and some hadith says 80,000 little boys. All right. Now I will try to find you the hadith in English. I have it. I have it for, you know, I can find it in Arabic easy, but in English that will be the part to find. So to show you what this hadith is about. Let me get you the hadith in English. I'm looking for it. I hope it's not going to be hard to find it. I'm sure I'll find it, no problem. But it might take a little bit of time. Let us see. So then, what is the reward of a better Muslim? The highest Muslim in Islam, the one who will get the best reward, is the jihad, the one who do jihad. And the reward is not fixed. As an example, Muhammad, he said, the one who do jihad for 40 days, Allah will give him 80,000 or 70,000 in some stories wife. It's not 72 no more. So if it's 40 days, you will get the 80,000 or 70,000. What if it's about 80 days? So you can calculate the number, you know what I mean? So those numbers are not really accurate when people they speak about them. However, the Quran confirmed that every Muslim in the heaven, he will get hur, and those hur are virgins, but the Quran never state how many. However, the Quran confirmed that you will have whatever you wish, which means the limit of numbers or no limitation of wishes. And that will be a contradiction for the number, because if whatever I wish I can get, then it doesn't matter if Allah he gave me 72 or 80,000. At the end of the day, I can wish whatever I want and I can get the number I wish for. All right. I hope I did answer you, and I will get you the hadith about the 72, just to show you that this is the lowest reward. This is not really. Actually, here we go. Let's see. I found it. Hold on. There's a long article. I'm trying to find you the English translation for it. Not this page. Anyway, let me get it for you. Go ahead, I go. Igo or Ego, are you there? Okay, please put your hand down if you don't want to talk. Okay, take the mic then.
Thank you. I said before, if someone wants to know one experience I had yesterday inside the bus, and one boy said yes, it is interesting. So here is my experience. Yesterday, as I was traveling with the bus to go to my work, I noticed inside the bus a company of 8 boys. Of course, they didn't look familiar. Their faces was a little different. And I walked slowly towards them, and I examined them, and they was talking Arabic. After 5-10 minutes, I noticed one of them undressing with his eyes a female teen passenger inside the bus, wearing short pants and a light.
Sorry, Ego, I'm not really interested in this story. This is out of our topic. Candle, did you see the link? Did you see the link, the hadith I gave you? Did you open it? Did you open it? All right. As you see there, it says this is the lowest reward. The lowest reward of a Muslim, which means this is for the bad Muslim, is 80,000 little boys. They are saying here servants, by the way, but it's in fact they are little boys, as the Quran promised. All right, and those boys are very pretty. And then 72 wives. Do you see it? So this is not the promise of those who do jihad. Those who do jihad, they will get the big reward, and this is not the big reward. This is the lowest. All right. Now, if we search for higher reward, you will see there's a lot. Which means a lot more. As an example, look at this hadith here. Look at this one. The horizons will be open to you, and you will conquer the city called Kazvin. Whoever is stationed there for 40 days or 40 nights will have a pillar of gold in paradise with a green, whatever, chandelier, whatever. And in the top of it, a dome of rubies. And it will have 70,000 doors, and each door will be a wife from among the wide-eyed houris. Actually, the Hurul Ain, it does not mean wide eyes. The word Hur is coming from the word, like this is an Aramaic word. This is not an Arabic. Al-Hur is the one who is very wide. So Hurul Ain, all right, those who they are very wide, and even their eyes even their eyes, is very wide. All right, which will make them more pretty, supposedly like a cow. So another way, they will have the eye of a cow, and they themselves, they will be very wide, not only around the middle point of their eye, even their skin will be so white to the point you can see through. This is why Muhammad, he said in different hadith that you will be able to see through their bones. So this has nothing to do really with the white-eyed translation, all right? However, as you see, the hadith here promise a huge number of women. It's not 72 no more. According to this, it's 70,000 female just for the one who will stay there for 40 days. So imagine you stay there for 40 days, you get 70,000 women. What if you die there? The reward will be a lot more higher. For the reward for a murder is a lot more than a reward of someone he even fought but he did not die. This is why the Abduls are so desperate to get killed for the sake of Allah. All right? Let me look for other hadith here. Anyway, there's tons of hadith proving those points. Do we have any Muslim here? Anyone? I didn't see anyone at text. Anyone want to get my book for free? Or maybe speaking about giving you a book for free is not too much interesting. Maybe I should give you a promise of an egg. Anyone? Any two? Any three? Any four? Not even one. White, how are you, White? You still a Muslim, White, after all what you heard? Seriously, you're still a Muslim until now? After all what you learned? What's wrong with you, man? Any brave Muslim? If you know any Muslim, if you have a mic, you will destroy me? Oh, okay. I'm so grateful that you don't have a mic or fig, because only Allah knows what will happen then. What about you invite some Muslims who have a mic to destroy me? Okay, why you don't come to the mic then? You come to Pal Talk, but you don't have a microphone. Do you have a speakers? Why, seriously, do you have a speaker? I'm sure you don't have a speaker too. Next week you will have a speaker. That's good. Why Christians keep doing this? Are you insecure? Look who is the one talking about insecure. You Muslims, the first thing you do in the morning before even you wash your bum, you say, Allah, don't make us the same as the Christians, or curse us the same as the Jews. Who is the one who is insecure? You can't even pray to your God without calling us names. The first thing you do in the morning is reciting our names, and you are talking about insecure? Are you serious? Well, put your hand up, I will give you the mic. Did you ask for the mic? I did not give it to you. Correct, guys? Be brave and put your hand up, and I will give you the mic. Let us see how brave you are. Don't use bad language, please, in my room, otherwise I will doubt you. Send. The mic is yours. We are listening. Go ahead.
Well, it all depends on what bad language is. I'm sure you're going to read that for no other reason. All I'm saying, I didn't say Christians. I was talking about you personally. You have a tendency to want to dominate the mic. You bounced off ego once already. You've been on the mic twice, but...
Oh, you are talking about me. No problem. I agree with you. I like to dominate the mic. And I just approve it. I give you a dot. This is my room, you idiot. I open here to talk. And people are coming here to listen to me. I thought he's a Muslim, he want to debate me. Oh, I sound like you are holding the mic. Yeah, but there's nobody, his hand is up anyway. And we give you the mic, you start crying about me holding the mic. So if I don't hold the mic and you have nothing to say, who's going to hold the mic? We will have a mute room. A moment of silence for the coming 5 hours. Nobody is coming to the mic. What I will do? Actually, I wish people they put their hands up so I can go and make some tea. What an idiot. Any Abdul? Where's my water? I want to drink some water. I'm talking about you, Like somebody told you I am a kid who is opening a chat room just to chat. This is not a chat room, you idiot. This is a school. The only difference is our school is for free. Your mic, Maximum.
Go make some tea, Christian friends. I'll keep it up here for a second. There's a reason when he's blocking people like that. See, visions can be very, that's something that is not on topic. It's kind of off the topic, and it can be very disingenuous in case of who it is. Like if it's Muslim or even a Christian, it could be very, if it's not established by some sort of information like the Word of God or even the Quran, it's really not associated as information. You understand what I'm saying? When you get into that environment where you're talking with the people that you want to convey visions with, that's a different topic. But this room is, Christian Prince is pretty solid when he talks to this stuff. I mean, he pretty much, this is what I think. I haven't seen anyone that has made thousands of hours of videos that are more accurate to the content of the Hadith, the Surahs, and the Quran than Christian Prince. There are a lot of good folks out there, but he's an Arab-speaking person who knows the text very, very, very good. I mean, he's got a lot of degrees on it. And there are reasons. There's reasons why he does that. And you know, this is his room. You know what I mean? So you have to understand when he's talking about something that tries to be pretty serious and pretty direct. It's pretty fun. It's fun in here. I like to listen to Muslim, and I like to hear what he says, and I like to hear the reactions. But it's an enlightening room. You can learn thousands of freaking facts in here. I mean, I've learned, shoot, in the last, let's see, I've been Christian Prince for about 2 years. I've been on Pal Talk for a very short time, but I've known Christian Prince for about 2 years, and I've learned more in the last 2 years than probably the last 10 looking and studying on Islam. Because truthfully, if you really don't know Arabic, you won't get the meaning. You won't get the true meaning of what the Quran teaches. And I've learned that actually the Quran is a lot more dirty and disgusting in Arabic than it is even in English. You have to remember that but you get pretty much the meaning of it, but they leave out a lot of details. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's important to have somebody who speaks Arabic and knows it. Like I said, he has went to school for this. He's got degrees, master's degrees of this. He can run a court of law of Islam, and this takes a lot of years of study. And there's thousands of just hours of reading. You know how many books there are? I mean, the hadiths and all these readings, just thousands of bits of information that you really gotta know. And he's so far, I would say that Christian Prince, and I'm not being, like kizzy uppy. I'm just saying for over the years, I've never seen anyone who has been more in depth with it. Because he's something that he's taught me is you have to ask questions. Even if you think that you shouldn't ask the question, you should ask the question of the question. You know what I mean? He's taught me to go deeper, find out exactly what it means. And it takes a lot of experience to do that, a lot of study. And it's not as simple as people think. You can learn a little bit here and there, you know what I mean? I mean, you can read the Quran and pretty much get to the point where Islam is dangerous. But to really learn and to really get people to leave Islam, you study really deeply, and you can bring up facts that most Muslims don't even know. Most Muslims don't know their own book, which is unfortunate. And you'll say, no, that's not true. And it's just look at the statistics, folks. Really. I deny that. No, you know what I mean? It's true. And I've learned a lot. So just saying, And then, like I said, it takes a long time. All right, mic's open.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for giving me some time to go out. You notice actually, if you speak in the mic for 5 minutes, you are out of words. No, I didn't have my tea. Actually, I noticed that I left my I left my garbage outside, and looked like a dog is like he flipped the thing outside, and I was putting things in the. I think the dog, he was looking for halal food or fig. I'm not sure. Like I went to the kitchen to do, and I looked in the backyard, and then I saw the unbelievable. Anyway, you notice by the way, if you take the mic in this room for 5 minutes, you will be out of words after 5 minutes. So imagine you stand here for 8 hours, 10 hours. Not only you are speaking, people are listening. That is the hard part. How to make people still not bored, and they are listening for one speaker. Ibn Saleh, the mic is yours. What do you want to say to us? Ibn Saleh, how are you going to take the mic, or you are playing sport by putting your hand up? I'm not sure what the purpose if your hand is up. Take the mic. What's wrong with this guy? Okay, put your hand down. He's playing games. Do we have any brave Muslim here? Any brave Muslim? Sammy, the mic. Go ahead.
Hello guys, what's up? Maximo. Yeah, to add to what Maximo was saying earlier, like you could, for example, read the Quran and the Hadith a million times, right? But you need a good teacher to help you understand the information 100%, right? Like you need somebody who knows how to analyze things. I get fake with it. Yeah, and like for example, I was watching this one video of Christian Prince, and he brought up this verse that says, "Obey Muhammad and Allah," right? Like I'm familiar with that verse, right? But then you made the connection, Christian Prince, between that verse that says "Obey Muhammad and Allah" and how it can be wrong, because at one point Muhammad was forbidding, like for himself, something that Allah allowed him to do, like when he slept with Mary the Copt, you know. And I was like, wow, like sometimes I read it and I just like I know both verses, but I can't make the connection. Like sometimes you need a teacher to make that connection, you know, like you need somebody to help you analyze the thing. So I wanted to say, bring Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel the same exact way. That's exactly what happened to me. So when you started digging, he was telling me something about how he was doing it, how he would investigate things. Like he was the most pain in the neck to his teachers. Like, did you hear that story where, like, when he was in school, he would drive his teachers, nuts. You know, he would ask the teachers the question, and then the question of the question, you know, like deep. And he would go into these words. It kind of taught me how to go into words and just kind of pin them one by one, and how to actually direct the meaning. Like, what is he really saying here? And it seems like not very difficult, but it is difficult, because what it does is it opens all the other stuff that you read in the surahs and the hadiths has to coincide, right? So he takes little things like that, and whatever you read, it comes to your brain, and then you coincide that with another one, and it helps you pull out the meaning a little deeper. And then it opens up so many more avenues of information, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I learned. And I'm, like I said, I'm still learning. It takes a long time. And like I said, there's thousands of freaking words of readings, and these hadiths are like forever. I mean, there's a bunch of them. But it's really cool. It's great to learn. And like you said, and like I was talking before about Arabic, if you don't know Arabic really good, you're going to have a hard time. And it's always good to have somebody who knows what that means too. So, and I'd like to learn it. He did a class. I should go back and go catch up on that. I didn't need to, but I'm going to. Mike's open.
All right, thank you guys for saying all those nice words about me, and I feel like now I am the prophet of Allah Muhammad, and all of you are praying on me, and Allah himself is praying on me, and the angels and everybody is praying on me. MashaAllah, Allahu Akbar. Allahu wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala Christian Prince. Everybody is praying on Christian Prince. He is the center of the world, and everybody, Allah, angels, the believers, the wives of the prophet, you know. So if you replace me with Muhammad, that would be a good idea. Now listen carefully. The whole idea is we need to learn how to use our gifts. All of us, we have a gift, but most of us, we do not know how to explore it. Most of us, we read things, but we don't think deeply on the words. And most of us, we read an article, let us say a page in a book, but we don't connect this page with information or previous pages we read before. So the point of reading and the point of education is to connect things together, not just to take items and place them in the shelf. Otherwise, there is no point of those things. Now, the Muslim, they get surprised of things I say because they themselves, they never heard those things sometime. And the first time they hear it, they think you are making things up. But if they study and they search, they will find that what I'm saying is very accurate. If they did not hear it before, not because it's not true, but because they did not investigate. People, they take things for granted, and people don't want to think and question. And this is a very wrong way to educate yourself. The best education is the education comes from questions, because questions will bring answers. And answers will bring confirmation, or the opposite. If you take things as it is, then you get no answers and you get no confirmation. You are just a copy-paste of others. And if you notice, I am a person who don't take a side. If a Christian, he says something wrong, or someone claims to be a Christian, I go against him, correct? And you know me. I just made a video about someone who attacks Islam always. He is fabricating a translation. This is for me a fabrication, and this is not good for us as a Christian to accept. We don't fight lies by lies. A rabbi, he make an attack on the Bible. I refute the rabbi. There's many Christians, they don't even, they go mute when a Jew he talk, because they are afraid if they say something, somebody will say to them, oh, you hate the Israeli. What does this have to do with hate and love? They are brave to answer Muslims, but they are coward to answer Jews. That is not a Christian behavior. Jesus, he was rebuking the Jews, he was debating the Jews, and he was proving them wrong. So a good person is the one who don't have double standard. When James White, who claimed to be a minister, he said something wrong, I was the first to expose him in YouTube. I don't care if you are a minister or not. You say wrong, I'm going to say you are wrong. You do good, I will say God bless you. So don't take the side of a person, take the side of the truth. Don't take the side of a Christian prince. Take the side of someone is truthful in what he's saying. This way you are always safe, and you are always in the right place. When I do wrong, go against me, and your duty is to go against me. You need even to rebuke me. For this is what Christianity is about. And if you really love somebody and you care for that person, you don't agree with him blindly. You rebuke him if he's wrong. Muslims, they support each other blindly, but nobody want to think. And if a Muslim, he said the truth, the Muslims will go all over him and they will attack him. And I will give you an example. There's the dean of the University of Al-Azhar, the Department of Hadith. He went in interview, a TV interview, and he said, a Muslim woman should not sit with strangers unless she gave her breast and he sucked it 10 different times. The host on the TV, she said, are you saying if a woman, she go in the bus, everybody in the bus have to suck her breast? He said, yes. The Muslims were so upset and so angry and so blah, blah, blah. And the guy, he said to them, hold on, this is your prophet saying that. It's not me. In the beginning, they were so crazy. They are so upset. They never heard this before. Somebody want to order their wives to give their breast to strangers. But the guy is not lying. This is what their prophet he practiced, and this is what he said, and even his wife and her sister, they practiced that. Breastfeeding for adult. Even imagine a dean of an Islamic university, #1 university in the Muslim world as they call it in Egypt, because he said that, saying the truth, the Muslim, they could not take it and they start attacking him. So it's very normal for the Muslims to reject what I'm saying. If a Muslim scholar, one of them, and he is not just a scholar, he is the head of the branches of the university. Anyway, we are here to fight ignorance. Ignorance is the enemy. Any Abdul? Any brave Muslim here want to come to the mic? And you notice too that when the Muslims, when we start exposing the false teaching of Muhammad, the Muslims suddenly they ask you, this is not a Christian behavior. They say to you, it's not a Christian behavior to attack other religion. So are you saying this is a Muslim behavior? Because all your religion is based on attacking us. From the first page of the Quran to the last page of the Quran is based on attacking Christians, Jews, and non-Muslims. Actually, Islam does not exist without attacking others. Mahdi, if Europeans are the most intolerant, I don't advise you not to go to Europe. Are you happy now? I think the problem is solved. Don't go to Europe. I advise you to go to Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, they are very much tolerant. All right, Mahdi? This is not our topic. Don't change the topic of my room. Europe is the most intolerant, and they are the one who took millions of refugees, which is a proof that they are not only having tolerance, it means they are sick with it. It's a sickness. It's not a tolerance no more. It's a stupidity. When nobody in the world want to take those refugees, the ignorant in Europe, they are taking them to destroy their economy and to destroy the future of the country. And yet they say to you, Europeans are intolerant. I want to see who is tolerant then. Actually, tolerance is something the way it is today is very stupid. But tolerance. What if somebody want to rape your wife? Be open-minded. Huh? What if somebody want to molest your child? Bring him over. Bring the child molesters over. Be tolerant and be open-minded. What people are talking about, I have no idea. You know, if I am in charge of Europe, the first thing I would say to those refugees are coming, why you don't go to your Muslims, brothers and sisters? Is Saudi Arabia a poor country? Is Emirat poor country? Is Kuwait poor country? Is Qatar poor country? How come those Muslim countries, they will not take even one refugee? And even when a Muslim, he go to a Muslim country like Turkey, The Christians in Europe, they have to pay for their food, not the Turkish, not the Saudi. It is the ignorant European. They work 24 hours, 7 days a week to do what? To pay it as tax, and then they give it to the refugee. And then after all what you do, they accuse you of intolerance. And you are racist. And you are bad. Now you tell me who is the stupid here. You believe it, how stupid this system is? They will accuse you with all kinds of names. Well, as our university, every time, actually just yesterday, I saw a news, a Muslim sheikh, he is declaring that wine is not haram. Guys, if you speak Arabic, I can show you videos in Arabic, they are hilarious. You will go crazy. Those Muslims who call themselves scholars, they come with things unbelievable. Unbelievable. A scholar, he say it's okay to be a pedophile. Other scholar, he says it's okay to be against Islam. Other scholar, he says it's okay to drink wine. Other scholar, there is thousands of opinions. And sometimes you don't, you feel like you learn nothing about this religion yet, because everybody come and he find an excuse to support his statement. There's a website, I don't know if it's still open. It's made by Muslim gays. It's called Al-Fatiha. I think al-fatiha.org, something like this. Al-Fatiha simply is the name of the first verse in the Quran, or chapter in the Quran. They make it as a name of their organization as gays. Now, why they choose Al-Fatiha? They say because the Prophet himself was a gay. So how you say Islam is against gay? And they prove you to be wrong. They're right. Muhammad, he used to wear women's clothes. He put eyeliner. He pee like a woman. He wear, like everything he do, proving that this guy is a gay. And yet there's a hadith says, Muhammad, he said, if somebody doing the act of a gay, kill him. So everything is possible in this religion because there's no rule for real. Everything is shish kebab, falafel, fig, olive, you name it. And sometimes I say to myself, like, find me one bad thing in this earth exists Muhammad did not do, or it happened to him. A prophet who was accused of stealing underwear by his followers. A prophet who was his wife accused to be a whore by his followers. His followers, imagine his followers accusing the wife of Muhammad that she is sleeping around. This is not the neighbors, this is not the Christians, the Jews, the atheists, the pagans, no. The Muslims accusing the wife of Muhammad that she is doing bing, 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 bong around. The Muslims are the one who accused Muhammad that he lost his mind when he was in the stage of death. The Muslims are the one who accuse Muhammad of tons of things by their writing, from child molestation, for being a gay, or being a liar, or being an idiot, or being it's endless. Or what about the Muslim reporting for us on the wife of Muhammad that Muhammad was bewitched? And they say to you, the prophet, he used to imagine things never happened. This is alone is enough to prove that I should not follow this man. This man, he have mental illness. If this guy is imagining things and the Muslims approve that and agree, yes, it happened to him. If this man, he imagined things happening to him, including even having sex, but they never happened, and he think it's real, how I can trust that he saw an angel and the angel spoke to him and he received Quran? What is this guy? Obviously he have a, in the court of law, if the lawyer, let's say the one who opposed you in the court, if he can prove to the judge that you've been for 1 day in a mental hospital or clinic, and you have an issue with imagining things which never happened, the judge will not accept your testimony anymore. That's it. You lost your right to be a witness. But yet those idiots, they accept Muhammad to be the only witness for things nobody saw except him, and he himself, he imagined things. Now, by the way, the flying mule is not a funny story. In the Middle East, all of us, we have a flying mule. As an example, I remember when I was a kid, my dad, he gave me a flying mule, and I went all around the world, in China, Japan. I used to go all over, brother, in a flying mule. All right? But nobody saw me. If somebody go on TV and he says, a flying mule took me overnight to the second galaxy, everybody will say this guy is crazy, correct? But Muhammad, he said it's okay. Now imagine someone, he went out of the space. When somebody go out of the space, what is the first thing he should do? I mean, when he come back, forget about what he did there. He should describe for us how his body was light, how the stars look like, how the earth looked like from far away, right? This guy, he described nothing of this. He described for us the heaven. So what happened between? And the heaven have 7 doors, and every door have a guard. Like what? And then he knocked at the door, and then the angel behind the door, he said, who is this? And Jibreel, he is coming with Muhammad, he say, this is me, Jibreel, open the door. And then the other guy, he said to him, who is with you? And then the Jibreel, he says, Muhammad. And then he said, the angel behind the door, the guard, is he cold? Jibreel, he said, yes. Like, what the heck? The angel, the guard of the door of the heaven, he do not know that Muhammad is coming. And the angel, he cannot see behind the door. And what door? If the heaven, nobody can, like, you know, is it a metaphorical door? It's a real door. Obviously, there's a real door, and there's an angel behind it. What is that? This is like a, you know, old castle. And the angel is, and then there is, each time he passed the door, the same question repeated. First door, second door, third door, fifth door. My mic is weak. Am I heard better now? You hear me, guys? Use your brain. Use your brain. You do not need to be a super intelligent to know that this is nothing but a fairy tale stories and a fabrication. The Muslim, they will say to us that Allah, he took his prophet to the 7th heaven. I challenge the Muslim to tell me what is the purpose of this journey. What happened? I mean, seriously, what happened? What Muhammad he got from this journey? By the way, Muhammad, he found in the heaven a big tree, as long as we are talking about tree. Anyone knows what a tree fruit is? What the fruit of the tree in the heaven? No, no cherry. No, no. You're wrong. The fruits of the tree is a clothes, shoes, jewelries, anything you want. It's like the grocery store. Like, do you go to Costco or Sam's Club? That is the tree. And do you know how big the tree is? Do you know how big the tree? Anyone knows? You will walk under the tree for 100 years. One tree. $100 years. And the funny, the Muslim, they say to you, Christianity does not make sense. Christianity does not make sense. Actually, I saw one of the comments they are saying, you know, there's one statement Muslims, they keep repeating, they are copy paste of each other. They say to you, Christianity is 1 + 1 + 1 equal to 1. Doesn't make sense. We don't believe in God is a 1 + 1 + 1 + 1. What God taught us, that God, he can appear in any way he wants. He can come to us in any way he wants. We believe in one God, not 1 + 1 + 1. However, the Muslim themselves is the one who cannot answer this question. As an example, if we ask a Muslim, is the word of God is created? You can go right now and search. You will see the Muslims say, anyone he say that the word of God is created, he should be killed. He should be what? Killed. If the word of God is not created, that means we have Allah and we have his word. Both are not created. That's wonderful. And that means the word of God and Allah are eternal. All right. But the word of God is not Allah. So now the Muslim, they have a twin divine. One is the word of God and the one is God, and both are eternal and not created. How you can solve this issue? The word of Allah plus Allah is one. Huh? Your mic, Procuratus.
Hi CP, hi everyone. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me, please? Okay, great. CP, I have a question about the Sabians. I think you mentioned them before. I couldn't really pronounce the name in Arabic, but I hope that you know what I'm talking about. I think they are mentioned several times in the Quran. The way you spell it is Sabeans, I think. And I was looking at them, their practices, their religious practices. I was looking at the some pictures on Google Image and some videos from YouTube, and looks like what they're doing is quite similar to Islam. And is it they were pagans? Yeah, I guess so. Is there any possibility that Muhammad's religion actually came from Sabians and not really from Judeo-Christian traditions, but rather something that is foreign from Judeo-Christians' value? And yeah, if you have some explanations, I would like to hear them. Thanks.
I said many times in many videos before that Muhammad, he copied a lot of things from many people, and one of them is the Sabians. And the Sabians, their name appear specifically, which most important verse about them in chapter 2, verse number 62, where it says clearly that the Sabians, they will go to heaven. The Sabians will go to heaven. All right. Now, Ramadan as a month is coming from the Sabians. Fasting of Ramadan is Sabians. The abolition of Muslims is Sabians. And even the pillars of Islam, most of it is Sabians. There's a small differentiation between them. Like Muhammad, he come with the Hajj as an example. But Muhammad, he copied a lot from the Sabians, but not only from the Sabians, he copied from many. And the Sabians, Actually, this will be a big part of my book, and I have a chapter about them in my coming book, speaking about this issue. So maybe when it's out, people, they can read more and they can educate themselves. However, the Sabians, even Muhammad, he was called a Sabi. This is why the Arab, they used to say, قَدْ صَبَأَ Muhammad. Muhammad, he became a Sabi. All right? So Muhammad, he became a Sabi. And there's a hadith, actually, where a group of Muhammad, he sent 2 men of his men to find water. Let me find it for you. And when they found a woman, they told her, they found water with her. They asked her, where you found the water, can you show us? And they asked her to accompany them to go to meet their prophet. So she said to them, is that the one, the Sabi? The Muslim, they will say to you, the word Sabi means someone he's apostate, he left his old religion. All right? This is a fabrication, have nothing to do with truth. The Sabi'i is an individual name for one, he is a Sabi, and the same as you say Christianity and Christian. I am a Christian, belong to Christianity. Sabi'i is someone he belonged to the Sabians. Each time you like you mention this is story, you will see the Muslims, they have no answer for it, except saying, well, Muhammad, he was coming with a new religion, and this is why he was called Sabi. But why Sabi? Out of all religion, there's many religion. What about calling him a Christian? What about calling him a Buddha? Why Sabi? Sabi is a name coming from the Sabia. For one individual, he's a Sabi. Simply because the Sabians was as a religion extending in Arabian Peninsula. So it is not routed more as a Christianity or Judaism. There's Jews and there's Christians there, or that as we call them Nasara, which is not really Christians. They are, a cult is born of Christianity. And Sabia, they try to spread their belief in the Arabian Peninsula. So if you want to say they are a new religion, but still we are talking about the Sabians. This is not someone just apostate. The one who convert, like as an example, Waraqa ibn Nawfal, according to Muslims, he used to be a pagan, and then he became a Jew, and then he became a Nasara. How come nobody called him Sabi? You know what I mean? How come they call Muhammad Sabi? Here we go. This guy, he left his religion. He left his pagan religion and then became a Jew, and then he became a Nasara, which is a Christian cult. But nobody called him Sabi. Why Muhammad called Sabi? Because simply he was doing everything, trying his best to copy the Sabia. In the beginning, Muhammad was copying the Jews and the Christians, but he wanted to give himself something special. And he thought about it. The Sabians are the farthest people far away, and nobody will really maybe notice that he is copying that much of them. But as you see, even people notice right away. And they were calling him Sabi. And even when the woman, she said to him, is that your prophet, the one who's called Sabian? The Muslim, they confirm saying, yes, it is him. You are right. They did not say no. They said it is him. And for sure, there's tons of stories. However, if you read the hadith is there. You can read it, and you will see where it says Muhammad was called Sabi. Let me copy for you the part. This is the part. You can search for it in the page because the page is long. All right. Do you see it? She asked where they saved. Where? They said like they want to take her with them. They said where? They said to Allah Messenger. She said, do you mean the man who is called the Sabi? And then they put between two brackets with the new religion. This is a false statement. What new religion? Muslims ISIS present 1.0000000000001 of the Muslim world. Even if this is true, ISIS are practicing Islam. And this is my challenge for you, Amin Tab. Name for me one thing ISIS did Muhammad did not do. Can you? Correct, guys? Name for me one thing ISIS did. It is not based on the teaching of Muhammad or his behavior. Don't go garbage now. World 1, 2, and World. Yeah, the World 1, 2 started by a Muslim in Bosnia. We know how it happened. And the Muslims, they took the side of Hitler. This is not our topic. So are you going to answer? Name for me one thing ISIS did. It is not what Muhammad did. Can you? What most Jews? What this guy is talking about? Kafan, are you there? Amitabh, are you listening? Hello? Guys, do you hear me? You see, he didn't want to answer because he's trying to ignore you. Name for me one thing ISIS did, Muhammad did not do, and then ISIS are not Muslims. So what do you mean ISIS is 1.000? I assure you that every Muslim is ISIS. Farouk, don't use bad language in my room, otherwise I will bounce you. This is a warning. Any brave Muslim want to come to the mic? So they are text terrorists. When somebody says to you, ISIS are not Islamic, just ask one question. Name for me one thing ISIS did Muhammad did not approve. They will say to you as an example, do you know that ISIS are killing more Muslims than Christians and Jews, etc.? So what? Muhammad, he killed Muslims too. And Muhammad is the one who ordered to kill Muslims. Because a Muslim in Islam is not someone he says Shahada only. He had to practice all the pillars of Islam. Otherwise, he is not a Muslim. Like now, as an example, somebody mentioned Taliban. Why Taliban are attacking Muslim Sunni soldiers in Pakistan? Because those are not Muslims. Why? For they are not practicing Islam. Why Al-Qaeda and ISIS are fighting? Al-Qaeda are Sunni, ISIS are Sunni. Why they are killing each other? Islam allowed, if a group you don't agree with, you kill it. You can accuse the other group that they are not good Muslims no more and they are apostate. No, actually, Muslims, they took a big part of it, Mr. Amitabh, stupid idiot. The Muslims are presented by the Ottoman Empire, and the Ottoman Empire was involved big deal in this war, and this is why they lost their ground. What a stupid idiot. The Ottoman Empire, they were fighting in the side of Hitler. For they are filthy like him. Anyway, I don't have time for stupid talk. You want to talk to me? Put your hand up. There's a website, it's called the Children of the Truth. Go and search it. Children of the Truth. And you will see that one of the most aggressive brigade or army in the army of Hitler's and the friends of Hitler was the Muslims, and Bosnian Muslims specifically. And you will see the flag which it says La ilaha illallah is held by the army of Hitler. And yet this edict, he will say to us, we Muslims, we did not involve in any World War II, and there is 50 million killed. As if you are a bunch of ignorant who do not read history. Will Farouk, I can bounce you. I have no problem with that. For me, I don't care you are saying the F word to who. What we care for, we are not allowed in filthy language. And a person who speaks with respect, he respects himself, not other person. I don't use this language because I respect the other person, but because I respect myself. Do we agree, guys? When I don't say the bad language, I'm not respecting you necessarily. I'm respecting myself. For my tongue, speak for my language, speak for me. If I am saying the truth, then I am not insulting. But if I am just saying filthy language just to insult, that is me. That is my insult. Respect yourself. No, Hitler did not slay the Jews. It was Muslims who slayed the Jews. The one who was in charge for real, it was the Muslims. You guys are not listening. The Muslims are fighting under. Actually, the Jews were slaughtered as one of the wish of the Muslims. Hitler is the front name. But in fact, the Muslims are the one is carrying the carpet of a machine of killing. And those who they are in charge of the boot of the camps, sorry, of the camps of the Jews, most of them they are Muslims. The high officers are the Nazi, yes, but the one who is doing the killing, most of them they are Muslims. Because Hitler, he cannot find anyone, he hated the Jews more than the Muslims. Yeah, exactly. Where he got the right issue from where? From Muhammad. Muhammad, he is the one who said that a group of Jews, they disappear, and the reason Muhammad, he find that they, because Allah, he made them rats. Who is the one who come with the Korean names of pigs and monkeys for the Jews? Muslims. Now, regardless of the Jews, they were good or bad, every nation, they have a good, bad and good in them. And nobody can say that all those who claim to be Christians are good and those who claim to be Jews are good. No. There is bad, there is good everywhere. But that is not an excuse for all the massacres happen. Simply, it's driven by the hate of Islam. And again, people, they keep repeating radical Islam. There's nothing called radical Islam. People are copy-paste. What radical Islam? Was Muhammad radical? That's Islam. There's no radical Islam. There's no moderate Islam. There's a guy, his name is Muhammad Atwan. He is very famous between the Muslims as a journalist. They said to him, why Saudi Arabia don't send their army to fight ISIS in Syria? Do you know what he said? Anyone saw the video? Anyone here speak Arabic? He said, if the Saudis send their army, they will join ISIS. They will not fight it. He said they are worried to send their army not because they will not win, but because the army, all of it or most of it, will join ISIS. This is what Saudi Arabia is about. So until now, those dummy Western governments, they think that Saudi Arabia is against ISIS. The fact they are the eggs machine of ISIS. The most aggressive fighters in ISIS, those who do commit suicide bombing, 90% of them are Saudi. This is why Saudi Arabia, and this is why actually, by the way, the king of Saudi Arabia, he started a war in Yemen. Have you ever thought about the war in Yemen? Why? Any one of you thought about it? Why? Why the king of Saudi Arabia started a war in Yemen? Anyone knows? Because he want to present himself. No, just wait. The ISIS, they are claiming that they are the one defending Sunni in Iraq and in Syria. So the Saudi, they are supporting ISIS and they pray for their victory. So the king of Saudi Arabia, he's losing ground. He's sitting in his palace doing nothing, and ISIS getting more reputation and more join people and more supporters, and he have to do something. So he wanted to prove that he is defending the Sunni too. So what we can do, we attack our Shia neighbors who they are weak. That is the whole idea. And by doing that, he became more popular, because here we go, look at this, our king is fighting the Shia. It's a competition. Who want to kill more Shia? It's not really, you know, this war in Yemen is costing Saudi Arabia a lot of money. And this country is almost bankrupt. So it's not time for this war. This is wrong timing. The Saudi now, they are borrowing money. The Saudi, for first time in their history, they are charging people for water. Before it used for free. Even before you take a mortgage, you take a loan, the king, he cancel your loan. Just like, let us say the royal family, they are trying to buy their situation to stay as a royal family. And the coming of ISIS for them is a big threat, because they are losing ground. The Saudi themselves inside the kingdom, they are starting liking more and more ISIS. Those are the real fighters who they are defending our brothers and sisters. When our king is busy shaking hands with the crusades, as they call them. So the royal family, they want to make themselves look better. So you know what? We are not really a friend with the crusade, and we are going to make a war have nothing to do with the crusade, have nothing to do with America. We are going to attack the enemies of Islam, and those are the Shia. This is the whole purpose. No, Yemen, not all of it is Shia. There's a big number of population in Yemen is Shia. However, lately they were able to control most of the country. So it was an opportunity for the Saudi king and his family to prove themselves that they are loyal to the Sunni. However, it was a very stupid choice. It might help to reduce the risk against ISIS, but it was again a very stupid choice. Why? Because ISIS, you know, just count my words, ISIS soon will disappear from the top of the ground, is going to be underground, the same as Al-Qaeda, which means, as always, those terrorists do. You cannot stop those terrorists. I mean, always there will be groups here, there, you know, but under the carpet. So the fear of Saudi was stupid. They ignite or they engage in a war, which wrong timing, and they can't win it, because those Shia, they lay eggs, not kids. They have kids more than the Sunni. You kill one of them, they will have 40 in the same day. So this country will be controlled by the Shia. It doesn't matter how Saudi Arabia try. After 1 year of this war, they could not even do anything. They could not even take the capital. And sooner or later, the Shia, they will take over again, and the Saudi have to stop. They can't afford it. This is a very expensive war. No, Yemen is not powerful. You know, they are a bunch of farmers, but because they are ignorant, you know, they have nothing to lose. Everybody carry his gun and he go to war. When you have population based on no education, people lay eggs more than babies. War is not a big deal. They go for it. Everybody owns guns. But it's a savage nation. It's not powerful at all. It's very weak. The economy is bad. Education is bad. Construction of the country is bad. Everything is bad. So wrong war, wrong target. But the whole purpose is to make the Saudi look better in the front of the Muslim Sunni. And the Saudi, even this war, they did not do it by their own. They asked everybody to join them. So countries, Muslims from Africa, they joined this war against the Shia. Even the king, he asked even the Egyptian, the Pakistani, everybody to join. And this is actually one of the biggest, let us say, success of ISIS. It is to open the wound badly between the Shia and the Sunni. And the hate is now not 100 degree, it's 1 billion degree between them. So every Sunni want to kill every Shia, and every Shia want to kill every Sunni. However, it's over. Iraq is under the control of Shia. It doesn't matter how much Sunni they try to stop that. For the population is more than 85% of Sunni of Shia. And Yemen is going to be the same. And Shiaism is spreading. They cannot, you know, they cannot stop them. The Muslim Sunni, they are losing ground. And they are getting more poor. And now Iran is getting more rich. The sanction is not over Iran no more. The Iranian now, they sell their oil and they are free to do whatever they want with their money. So you can imagine how much money they can pump into Shiaism movement. Shia is not governed by, Syria is not governed by Shia, it's governed by Alawi. Alawi, let us say, they are close to the Shia, but they are not really exactly Shia. All right. However, now after the war, I believe strongly that the Alawi, they are going to import a lot of Shia from Iraq specifically, or Lebanon, and give them citizenship, so they make a balance between the Sunni and the Shia in the country. All right. Now, the Alawi, and here we have to be, we have to maybe inform you about the Alawi. Alawi, they are Muslims by name. They are really Muslims by name, which means a Alawi, a person, he drinks vodka more than water. He put vodka under his bed, he don't put water. And at night he gets thirsty, he don't drink water, he drink vodka. All right. Alawi, they don't even pray in the mosque. They use the mosque only when somebody dies. They take him to the mosque, they make a shorter prayer, and then they take him to the grave. Their women are very, let us say, moderate. They don't care for Islam, they have nothing to do with Islam, etc. This is why the Christians, they favor them upon the others, for they are not religious Muslims. Yeah, the Asad is Alawi, that's what I'm saying. Actually, let me see if I can find a video where the Alawi, they are making fun of the Muslim Sunni, how they make their speeches about haram and halal in the mosque. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. And generally speaking, they are nice people because they are not Muslims. You see, they don't have this halal and haram and this stupid things like, you know, they don't spend their day about haram and halal. If you see them in the street, actually, if you go in Syria, you would think they are Christians. They're women, they dress like the Christians, and most of them, they are blonde. Most of them, they have blue eyes, green eyes. Let us see. Let me show you this video. This is a video of a bunch of Alawi. They are not really praying. They are making fun of Muslims when they pray. You want to see it? Are you interested? No, for sure it's in Arabic, but as long as I'm here, there's no problem with the language. So supposedly a guy, one of them, he is playing that he is the Imam, which means the leader of the prayer. And the rest, they are playing that they are the one who pray. However, the whole thing, and this is, by the way, done in a mosque. Those Alawi, they kicked the Muslim Sunni out of the mosque, and now they are making fun of them. Watch this. He's smoking a cigarette, the Imam.
كسر لنا العرعور نعم ثم دوس بربة العرعور واتباع العرعور واتباع المناعيد ثم يجيب اهالي مصر جميعا ثم من يختلط الينا ثم هذا الخلوي الذي
Look, he's holding the phone now, saying, do you see this phone? It is haram. You see this phone? Allahu Akbar, it's haram. He's making fun of the Sunni because this is what they do. You know, the whole prayer is just making fun of the Muslim Sunni, how they spend their time saying stupid things, cursing others. In the beginning, he says, may Allah kill the Ar'ur. This is the sheikh of the Sunni. All right, because this is how they pray. When the Sunni they pray, they say, may Allah kill the Alawi. May Allah destroy them. May Allah freeze the blood in their nerves. All right. Okay, here we go. This is the link. Let us continue watching.
يطلعوا الى شاشات الالكترونيه العالميه يخربون سمعه سوريا رحمه الله اتباع عرعور ومن اتباع عرعور السلام عليكم السلام عليكم تكبير
تكبير takbir. You see the takbir? Takbir. They are making fun of them. So, and here is the question. Why the Western, they want to take off those from the government and they want to replace them with terrorists? Right? It doesn't make sense, right? Why they are so desperate, like why John McCain, he went all the way to Syria and he want to arm the filthy Muslim terrorists. Why you want to take off a secular people who don't care for God of Islam, who don't promote, at the end of the day, by the way, all of them, they have the same ideology, but at least those people are not really too much attached to Muhammad and his faith. But because those who live in politics, they work and live by making money from it. And making money says that in order to be successful in this business, you have to make the one who pay happy. And that is the Arab. Qatar, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Emirat. Those are their customers. This is why you see Obama and McCain, especially like McCain, unbelievable, this guy, a big filthy man. He is so desperate to go and attack the Syrian government, destroy it, and he replaced it with Muslim terrorists. And they want to convince you that the Saudi are our friends and the Turkish are our friends. Can you open a video? I'm not sure what you mean. Do we have any Abdul here? Any Muslim? There's a lot of videos of them. This guy, he was talking about me once in a video, and I changed him to debate me. But this coward, he never even dared to say I will. He want to refute me, but he don't dare to talk to me. And he want to refute me in German. They are potatoes. Any brave one? All Muslims can debate me easy as long as they don't come to debate me. I mean, they are always the win. Have you ever seen a Muslim lose anyway? I mean, the Muslims, they attack Israel first time, they lost. A second time, they lost. Third time, they lost. Fourth time, they lost. Fifth time, they lost. Sixth time, they lose. And each time they lose, they celebrate victory. Even the war, when they lost the war, they lost Jerusalem, they celebrate victory until now. Have you ever heard about a nation like this? They lost Jerusalem, and they are celebrating this date as a victory? Or like, what about Hezbollah? Hezbollah in 2006, the Israeli, they killed a lot of them and destroyed half of their city, and they until now celebrate victory. Muslims, it doesn't matter how much you beat them, they will say we are victorious, we won. They have mental issue. Like, until now, if you go to an Islamic website, you will see we kicked the American out of Afghanistan. You idiot. Until now, there's 10,000 American soldiers in Afghanistan. When you kicked them? When you did? Can you give me the date? Until now, in Baghdad, there's almost between 60 to 70,000 American. Until now. The embassy in Baghdad is the biggest embassy in the world. It's a city. The American embassy in Baghdad is not an embassy, it's a city. And yet they said to you, we kicked them out of Iraq. Where? When? Until now, the American airplanes is flying all over your countries. And the American soldiers are in the ground. The American, when they want to go somewhere, like even Pakistan, where they get Osama bin Laden? Where is the great army of Pakistan? Imagine the American, they go inside Pakistan, in the heart of Pakistan, they land in the ground, they capture Osama bin Laden with his goats, and they fly and nobody stopped them. If tomorrow a war happened with the Indian, between Pakistan and India, the Pakistani, they will say we made victory, even if they lost half of their country. This is the nature of those people. You know, they are on drugs. Drugs is the best food. You're right, Maxime.
Yes, yeah, CP. I have with reacting to Muslims that I've known on YouTube and also other areas of discussion like Pal Talk, it seems like you're exactly right. When they come up, it's like they will never admit error. I mean, I can point out hundreds of contradictions, hundreds of things that describe killing in context, and they will completely. I think you're right. It's some sort of disease, or either it's a drug thing, but they will not admit that they're wrong about anything. And I don't know if it's the arrogance, or if it's some kind of mindset that they had as children, that they believe everything that their parents tell them, or that maybe Islam is not questionable. I'm wondering if there's, a denial. I don't know what it is, but there's something going on with these people, and I'd like to see if you can come up with any kind of brainwashing is another one. But I mean, this is well beyond any critical thought. I mean, these people are absent of critical thinking. Not all. Well, I don't know, most. I mean, I've debated many Muslims, and they'll deny everything I tell them, even if it's right in front of the Quran, even if I have it word for word, even if I get the explanation from somewhere, they will, in my face, tell me I am mistaken and I'm a liar and I'm misunderstanding. It's it's crazy. It never ends. I'm wondering, could you maybe answer or find why they do this, why they're like this? Because it boggles my mind. I don't know if it has to do with maybe first cousin marriages. Could that be an issue? Because it's not very good. 71% is kind of like that with the inner family, close marriage marriage. But I don't know what it is, and I'm trying to figure out what this blindness, what it's causing this. Mic's open. Thank you.
Well, if you think about it, it is good and it's bad for them. I mean, if you look at Israel, the Israeli, they are flourishing economy, strength, army, and the rest, the neighbors, is dreaming about what the Israeli has. So look like somebody have it for real and somebody dreaming about it. And the one who's dreaming about it, he keep repeating a lie until the lie became something to believe. Even the countries which you can call more healthy than the rest of Islamic countries, as an example, Turkey. The Turkish president isn't him who wanna fight Israel. He wanna expose Israel. He wanna boycott Israel like a puppy. Just a few weeks ago, he sent his men to Israel to sign an agreement with them to open embassy again and asking for forgiveness. Where is the guy who want to defend the Palestinian? Because simply his economy is collapsing. This edict, he made everyone around him an enemy. He lost the European, he lost the Syrian, he is enemy already with the Kurdish, he is an enemy already with the Armenian, and he made the Russian an enemy again. So stupid. But yet he think he is the most smart person until his economy almost collapsing. So now he's trying to fix it, but it might be too too late. The economy is not being good for them. Do we have any Abdul here? Any brave Muslim? Take the mic, Nixon.
Yeah, CP, can you explain what and why this first cousin marriage is occurring, and where in the Quran? I know there's a verse that says that Muhammad was made lawful to him, his wives, the daughters of his paternal aunts and uncles, and the daughters of paternal aunts and uncles are the ones that he takes to war. Now, is that related to this so-called, first cousin marriage, or because that's the only verse that I could find, and I'm sure there's more. Could you explain, please? Mike's open.
Well, the Quran confirmed for sure that it is lawful for you to have a sexual relationship, as they call it, marriage, with your cousins, all kind of cousins, like cousins from your mother's side, or your father's side. So marriage with cousins in Islam is something very practical, and they do always. I mean, they practice always, and there is no problem. Like if you go, as an example, in chapter 4:23, it says clearly that it is lawful, etc., etc., etc. Even though this verse is about Muhammad himself, however, all the Quran and all the Hadith confirm that there is no problem with marrying, etc. Actually, the verse number 4:23 is the one for the Muslims. The one for the Prophet, I think. Let me look. I forgot the number. Yeah, I think it is 33, number 50. All right. This one is speaking about Muhammad. He can marry his cousins, etc. But the other one is for all Muslims. They can have sex with their cousins. However, having sexual relationship with the first cousins, it can be like, let's say, accepted if there is a reason for that. I mean, like in certain time, the children of Adam and Eve, they have nobody to have sexual relationship with and having children except their brothers and sisters, So there was no problem for that time, because I mean, there's no options. You have no other options. The Muslim, they will say to you, well, the Bible speak about Lut as an example, that even his daughters, they slept with him in order to have children. But if you read even that story, it's not God saying to them, you can do that. Those two girls, they are trying to have children, and they were afraid that there's no way their father will accept to do that. So they made him drunk in order to make them pregnant, not in order to have sex, which means that sex is not really the target. It is, we want to have a children. This man, he is the only man is around us, and if he die, we will never have kids. And who is the one who's going to take care of us when we get old? This is their own explanation. It is not God say to them, go and have sexual relationship with your father. In other way, like if the sexual relationship happened for such a reason, you can take it into consideration. But why somebody want to marry his cousin who is like your sister? I don't know, it doesn't sound right. However, it's proven by science it's not healthy, and this is why Muslims, they have a lot of children who they are born with the problems. Am I heard, guys? If you marry first degree cousin, there is a high possibility that your son or your daughter will not be healthy. And I'm not the one, I'm not a doctor, I'm not the one saying that, but this is what scientists, they say. So it's more healthy to stay away from cousins, and that will be more healthy physically, mentally, etc. And even it's not healthy for in family mean. But in old days, old days, I don't want to judge Islam, by the way, by this, because in old days, you see the tribe mentality control everything. The tribe. And the tribe is based on what? Based on family, relatives. So everybody is relative to everybody. So even if you want to marry someone is not your first cousin, even that one is going to be your cousin somehow. But that because society was very close, very small, very tiny, and tribe is the only security. They don't want foreigners to join. And they don't want the foreigner to inherit the money of someone from the family. So they marry within the family. So you have a clan, and those clans, they keep marrying from each other. But the end is not good. The end, a lot of people, they are suffering from problems, health problems. So if the Muslim practiced that in the time of Muhammad, I understand. But practicing it now, that's not good, for no reason for it. At that time, people, they have the mentality of the tribe, and Muhammad is just a tribal man, the same as all of them, fabricating verses and saying it's lawful for you to have sex with your cousin, etc., etc., etc. However, the Quran goes farther in that. The Quran is the only book approved a Muslim to have a sexual relationship with his daughter if she is daughter out of adultery. When the Quran says وَجَعَلْنَاهُ نَسَبًا وَصِهْرًا, if you go to chapter 25 verse number 54, and you can go and open the interpretation of the verse, you will see the scholars of Islam agree that the Quran said we made every relationship after Adam and Eve by sexual relation, but by marriage. فَجَعَلْنَاهُ نَسَبًا وَصِهْرًا, which means we made your lineage as a human being by marriage, not by sex. Sex is the way, marriage is the approval, which means if you have sexual relationship out of marriage, that is not considered for you to be considered a son. Therefore, if you have a sexual relationship with a woman, and this woman, she have a daughter, this daughter is not your daughter in Islam. And because it's not your daughter, the Quran forbid you from having sex with your daughter. But the Quran in this chapter 25 verse 54, confirmed that your daughter in Islam is the daughter from marriage. This is why you can go right now and search in Google. You will see that a Muslim who have a child out of marriage, the child, he cannot inherit. He cannot inherit the name. He cannot inherit the money. He cannot inherit anything. Why? Because he is not considered as a child, which means even child support is not allowed. For a very simple reason. This child is not your child according to Allah. This is a child from sexual relationship. Let me see if I can give you. You will not find the interpretation in English, but let me see. So if someone, she is having a Muslim boyfriend, and her boyfriend, he made her pregnant, you need to be careful that this man, he can have sex with his daughter, for she is not a daughter from marriage. And he, according to his religion, he is not committing sin. This is very lawful for him. She is a daughter from adultery. Therefore, she is not considered as a daughter in Islam. As simple as that. Therefore, the verse which is saying, it's forbidden for you to have sexual relationship with your daughter, that does not cover this case, because this is not your daughter. For in Islam, your daughter only is someone, she is daughter from marriage. Any relationship out of marriage, it's not considered. I'm trying to find you. like I'm trying to find the government website of Saudi Arabia to confirm that this is not just any website. Let us see. Here we go. This is Tafsir al-Qurtubi. I will post the link, and those who speak Arabic, they can read directly, or you can use Google Translation. Let me post the Arabic text. It says it clearly. Have a school. Your name alone is like a train. So if you want to stay in my room, go change your name and come back. Now, if you read with me here, the Arabic text, okay, look like we have a mental guy here. Oh, where is the name? Oh, let me see. So it says there in Arabic, and you can copy what I posted to Google. It says, قال ابن العربي, the Imam, the scholar of Ibn Arabi, he said, النسب, which means the lineage, is simply the mix between the water of male and female by legal Islamic law, by Sharia. If it is not by legal law, which means adultery, it was just a creation, and there is no lineage, which means the person who is son of adultery, he have no lineage to the father, the parents, for he is son of adultery. And he's saying, therefore, this is why it's not covered. لا يدخل تحت قوله حرمت عليكم أمهاتكم وبناتكم. It's not, and it doesn't go under. It's forbidden for you. The verse in the Quran saying it's forbidden for you, your mothers and your daughters, because his daughter from adultery, she is not his daughter according to the most accurate scholars and opinion. So Islam not only allowed you to have sexual relationship with your cousin, which is not really a big issue if you understand that tradition there, but here we have a bigger problem that Islam allowed you to have sexual relationship with your daughter if she is not your daughter from marriage. And by the way, this will go to the same to having sex with the male. As an example, if the mother, she have a son, according to Islam, this is not her son. All right. Now I wish I can find, if anybody can find me the website of a Qurtubi translation, I mean for this, that would be good. But for now, like this is the volume, you can take notes for those who don't speak Arabic. This is the interpretation of Al-Qurtubi. The name of the book, Jami' li-Ahkam al-Quran, volume number 3, page number 54 and 56. And this is the link again for those who they are interested to see it. And this is an official Islamic website. I'm saying nothing of my own. And as I said, you will notice they are saying the most accurate opinion is the one who agree that a child of adultery is not considered a child, therefore it's not forbidden to have sexual relationship with. So they are confirming there that the most accurate opinion, which means the agreement of the total Muslims, is to support this opinion. So this is not an opinion of an individual. This is the majority. This is the majority. They are confirming there that this is the majority of Islam opinion. Do we have any brave Muslim here? All right, guys, I think we had enough for today. Did we have a good time? Tomorrow, remember, we have an Arabic class for those who like to learn. All right? And our class will open tomorrow. You can see it in the Facebook page. So don't forget, go to the Arabic page and see the time for the Arabic class is going to be tomorrow. Now, if I see if I can open the room after the Arabic class, I will do it. We will see. All right? So join us. Maximum, you can search for Islam is not for me page. Islam is not for me. The title in the address, Islam is not for me, but the page name is Islam for Dummies. You know. And you can search for the other page. It's called Who Ate the Quran. We have more than one page actually. No, the class will be in Google, in YouTube. I will show my screen. Already we have many classes. You can go and watch the videos. All right, so you can catch up. It's recorded live. It's broadcasted in YouTube. So you can. Who ate the Quran? Who ate the Quran? Let me find you the link for the. See this computer is not where I save my things. This is window. I don't even have a link for it. For oh boy, we searched for Islam for Dummies. We found a lot of Islam for Dummies. That's not good. All right, let's see. We add Facebook. All right, this is the one. Here we go. Actually, you can just type facebook.com/Islam not for me. And anyway, this is the page. All right. Did we have a good time together? And actually today we are lucky that we have a Muslim. When we opened the room, he was right away from the beginning. And you saw how even those who say they speak Arabic, they have no answers. The link is there, is easier. Just, you see how it is? Here we go. You can copy the browser or type Facebook/Islam not for me. Very simple. All right. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. I pray that you will have a good weekend. And if you pray tomorrow, if you pray, maybe some of you don't, some of you don't forget to pray for what we do and for our success, to show people the truth. And the truth will set you free. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Amen to that. And we see you soon again. Bye-bye.